and my father had horrific food poisoning. And I just remember it because I'm like, is daddy gonna die? I was that young. He was like, ugh. I just remember that's my memory of Disney World shit. So when anyone ever mentions fucking Disney, I just remember my father going, ugh, just vomiting everywhere. When are we gonna get the Juicyland theme, bro? Right? That'll be great. Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video. So as you guys know, and Class in a Glass, cast for your ass, a little bit of sass chat, I answer my patrons' Patreon questions, and you guys provided some great questions for tonight, chat. A lot of questions. I'm going to try to get through all of them, chat. I got like 25 of them, and some of them I'm going to go into really deep detail, so we'll see how long we'll have today, chat. If we don't get through all of them, well, of course, we'll save them for next week, of course, but I want to thank everybody who submitted questions tonight. A lot of good ones, chat. A lot of good ones. In case I missed you before, welcome to stream. Happy New Year's to you. Happy New Year's Eve to you. Bad you think of the 5 minutes. I'm just talking smack. I like going. He made me mad though when he went against. No, listen. I'm right there with you, man. They dropped the ball in the Boo arc. I'm not gonna disagree with you. The only good thing about the Boo arc is Vegeta. He's the only good thing about it. He had his redemption and his character arc and the changes he went through. That's the only good thing about that arc, in my honest opinion. I'll do DBZ some. I don't know how I would do DBZ. So much of that fucking show is filler. That'll be the hard thing about it. Maybe I could review the seasons. Maybe I'll do that someday. Yeah, something to think about, chat. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, but again, welcome. DBZ Kai. Yeah, that's what I heard, Oscar. I heard it does that. But, my friends, let's go ahead and get to these questions before I go ahead and get all waxing nostalgic about DBZ. Because I got opinions on that shit. It's a goofy goddamn show, no doubt about it. I have issues with it. But let's go ahead and get to these questions, chat. First set of questions, chat. I am doing these in the order that I received them. Oh, I could do the abridged. I could do a bridge. That's shoot trick. I loved a bridge. I could do it that way. You're right. That'd be kind of really fun to review, actually. But I'm going to be doing these questions in the order that I received them from people, whether it was posted in the post on Patreon or messaged to me via Patreon's messaging service, chat. Just want to be fair to the people that submitted first, and we'll go through all of them, chat. I'm trying to get through all of them tonight. Again, if I don't get through all of them, then I will do the rest next Thursday. Hardball one, thank you so much for resubscribing. You survived 2020, yay! We all did, chat. We all did. You did too, Hardball one. Thank you so much for the gold star and for the subscription on one. That's very, very kind of you. Happy to have you here as well. Happy New Year's to you. Wow, wee. But chat, let's get to this first question from Alex Bernal. Alex Bernal, thank you so much for being a Revanite subscriber or Juicy Gangster, chat. You can either be a Revanite or Juicy Gangster subscriber. Actually, Alex, you are a Juicy Gangster subscriber. My mistake. I have 3 Juicy Gangster subscribers, chat. Thank you so much. That is the $25 one, chat. But with that, not only do you get access to absolutely everything, chat, not only do you get able to submit questions, but you also get the ability to submit one custom movie and one custom cartoon episode request per month, chat. And I will do commentaries and full video reactions for both of them. I have received Alex Bernal's instructions, and I'll produce that commentary forthwith, chat. Can't wait to do it. But this is Alex Bernal's first question. Have you ever watched The Bachelor or Bachelorette? I have not. I have not watched The Bachelor or Bachelorette. And you know what? I've never been, kind of expand the comment. I'm not going to say, well, next question. No, I'm expanding on the question. I've never enjoyed reality television. It's just never been my thing. I just think it's hokey. I think it's annoying. I don't like the people they have on it. It already feels like it's fake to me. I think a lot of reality TV is fake anyway. A lot of it is scripted. It's like stuff like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette and, you know, Big Brother. And the only series I remember, chat, that I did watch because it was just so goddamn goofy. It was on VH1, but it was when they put all these like C and D list celebrities like in this one house, and they would like live with each other for they live with each other. I mean, who knows how they probably just showed up to set and did the thing. Was it the Surreal Life? Is that what it was? No, it wasn't Big Brother. No, it was like celebrities. Is that what it called? I just remember the one season. I remember the one season they had Vern Troyer on it. They had one of the actors from the Brady Bunch shit. He played one of the brothers, and he married one. I watched this in real life when I was very, very young. So that must have been like the 2000s, mid 2000s. It was also Drawn Together, true, which was what I think Drawn Together was inspired by. Drawn Together was inspired by those reality shows, and I watched some clips in that show, but I never watched all of it. But I watched that, but outside of that, no. It's funny because one of my favorite movies of all time is actually, it was ahead of the game, Chad. It really did predict what reality television would be like. And that movie being The Truman Show, chat, with Jim Carrey. It is a wonderful comedy drama, chat. Excellent performance by Carrey. The whole idea about the concept is, what if a corporation actually bought a person even before the birth, chat? What if people watched as the after the conceiving of said child, chat, and people literally saw this corporate owned child born and watched their entire life until they're in their 30s, which I think what Jim Carrey was in when the movie came out, like 98 or something. And so to see that, how the filmmakers predicted that and how it would be, it's like, oh, it's perfect. So I'm not a fan of reality television, but I like stuff that certainly parodies reality television and points, at its flaws and how society views reality television. Something like the Truman Show. So if you guys have not seen it, excellent movie. Please go ahead and check it out. Yeah, like Boys Homeland, exactly. Yeah, it's all fake. It's all mass-produced. It's all corporatized. That's what reality TV feels like to me, and that's why I like something like The Truman Show so much. So the only one I did watch was This Real Life way back in the day, because I just thought it was so goofy. They had all these D-list celebrities together in like this house, and they were filming it. But yeah, that is my answer. But in regards to The Bachelor and Bachelorette, no, I haven't seen them. Always heard about them. I wasn't in their 25th season at this point, so I know it remains very, very popular. No doubt about that. Favorite theme park? Now, honestly, I haven't been to too many theme parks in my life. I mean, back in the day, the parents take you to Six Flags and stuff, and the local fairs. And in Buffalo, chat, we had the Erie County Fair, and they changed it to the America's Fair, and they went back to the Erie County Fair again. But in terms of the big theme parks that I went to, chat, my parents actually took me to Disney World when I was a little kid, and I remember nothing of it. I remember nothing of that experience, chat. The only thing I remember is we went in the off season. It was cold, and we all had to buy sweaters. So it was like February or January or something, because my parents wanted to save money. It was like 40 degrees, like in Florida. We went to Disney World. That's what it was, Disney World. And my father had horrific food poisoning. And I just remember it because I'm like, is Daddy gonna die? I was that young. He was like, ugh. I just remember that's my memory of Disney World. So when anyone ever mentions fucking Disney World, I just remember my father going, ugh, just vomiting everywhere. When are we gonna get the Juicyland theme park? Right? That'll be great. I think of a few goddamn rides, chat. But that's my memory of Disney World. So, and I've never been to the Disney World or Disneyland since that time. I must have been 5 or younger. I remember nothing except my being very fucking cold and my father dying of food poisoning, almost dying of food poisoning, I should say. But to answer your question, of the ones that I have been to that I do remember, Universal Studios, chat. And this is how long it's been since I've been to Universal Studios, chat. The Harry Potter stuff was not even there. It was actually a Norse-themed section of the park, chat. It was all Norse, and it was like a water part, and you had like a Poseidon thing fighting Zeus and Hades. Like, that's how long, not the Disney one, just general like Norse mythology or whatever. It was very weird. Thank you, show for the 10 biddies, and thank you, Doug, for the 5 biddies. Be honest, Juicyland will be an action park too. It probably would be, and I wouldn't go on the rides. I just watch all these people, mess themselves up. Troy, is Daddy gonna die? It needs to be a new sub notification. We should do that. That'd be a good one. Someone clip that, and I'll use it. Oh, yes, Juice World. Yeah, it was like a Greek play in a... Yes, that's what... Yeah, you've been there. You've seen this. It was like a Greek play in a water world. And they had the roller coaster and shit. And that is just gone now. It got replaced by Harry Potter World, chat. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, whatever it's called now. But I like the... now it's probably not looking all that great. Had the Marvel stuff. They had the Marvel section of the park, chat. They had the Doctor Doom drop and that's 3D Spider-Man ride, which I loved as a kid. And they had like weird villains in there. Like they had She-Carnage, not like Carnage or even She-Venom. They had like She-Carnage, just weird stuff. Hobgoblin was on the ride, and they had Doc Ock. I thought that was so cool. I remember the Men in Black ride, chat. I don't know if that's still there, but the Men in Black ride was awesome. Whereas like a VR experience chat where, you know, Will Smith would come down and he would say, all right, guys, you're part of the MIB and you got to shoot aliens. You get a little laser gun chat. You shoot the aliens on this fucking like car you would move around. Like that was the Back to the Future ride. I don't know if that's still there. I have no idea. I remember the Back to the Future ride was really cool. The King Kong ride was there. That one sucked. They had the Jaws ride there. I don't think even the Jaws ride exists at this. I think they may have taken that away. And I remember it was funny, because I went there twice as a child. Once when I was like 10, and another time when I think I was like 13. So it was like 3 years. I remember that when in 10, the Jaws ride was cool, chat. So it's basically, you know, it's kind of like Jungle Cruise in a way. It was like Universal Studios version of the Jungle Cruise. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Alex Bernal. Universal Studios is the best. They actually updated the ride of HD graphics, and Men in Black is still. Oh, good. I love Men in Black. That's awesome. Very, very cool to hear. Very, very cool to hear. Back to the Future ride is Simpsons. Oh, it's Simpsons ride now? Oh, shit. I had no idea. Oh, there you go. See, Chad, that's how long it's been. But in regards to the, what was it? The Jaws ride, I remember, it's kind of like Jungle Cruise, Chad, where you're going in the fucking boat and you see Amity and shit and everything. And Jaws, you like the shark would try to get you and things at certain times. And the big reveal at the end is when the shark actually comes on top of the boat and is smashing on it, Chad. The thing is, I think what happened is, because it would basically be like right on top of the thing, like it'd be like right next to you, chat. Like, here's me, and the shark is like maybe like right here. All right, it's huge, and you know, and it would come up in the boat and be like, ah, shit, and you know that some fucking moron put his hand in there and it fucking bit down, ripped his arm off, I think at one point. Someone got injured on the ride, there's no doubt about that, and so they stopped doing that, and the shark only kind of came up in the water a little bit. It was like, that's fucking lame, but I remember that distinctly, Chet, because it was such different experiences, and the one was really scary, the other one was just kind of lame. But yeah, if I have to pick one, Chat, and by default, it has to be Universal Studios. I want to go to Disney World someday, but not in the middle of a pandemic, not anytime soon. I just be too concerned about that. But of the ones that I have been to and I remember, and the ones that don't involve my father almost dying of food poisoning, Chat, I would have to say Universal Studios. But it's been a long time. It's been a very long time. Even before Harry Potter. I ducked under my mom when the shark showed up and scared the piss out. Yeah, it's scary, man. It's scary. The one we used to come out on the boat. Now it didn't come on the boat. I think that ride's gone now. You should go to Disneyland instead, Chris. Less of a hassle. That's the one in California, right? That one's. Well, I guess no. I forget. No, I guess the one in Disney World will be closer to me. Yeah, I know that Disneyland's a small one. Someday, Chad, I would love to do it. Again, it's so welcome to stream. Happy New Year's Eve or New Year's to you. New Year's Day. The Carissa Juicy game that goes to Universal after Rona. So that sounds cool. I wouldn't mind something like that. The Mummy Ride. I remember the Mummy Ride. I don't know if I've been on that ride. See, some stuff I just forgot, Chad. It's been so long. Like, the last time I was there was, nearly 17 years ago. Wow, 16 years, Chad. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I just forget these things, Chad. Jaws not there anymore. They got rid of it from Harry Potter stuff. I was crushed because of sharks are my favorite animal. I was just, see, sharks terrified me. I'm so scared of sharks. Like Jaws messed me up as a little kid. And even those bad sci-fi shark movies. Just the idea of being in the water and this giant fucking fish-like thing eating you alive. Ugh, I hate the idea of being eaten by an animal. It's very, very. Is there an Indiana Jones ride? I don't know. New edition. I don't know. No, I don't know. I have no idea. That's a good question. I think maybe there used to be. I don't know. A juicy field trip to Disney World. Yay! I think you would like California Adventure. Someday I'll go back there, chat. One day, but obviously not now. But Universal Studios is my answer, chat. There isn't one. Okay, I imagine. You know what? I bet they'll do an Indiana Jones ride once the new movie comes out. I bet that's when they're gonna do it. Would you go to Super Nintendo Land? Is that in Japan? Someday, sure. Yeah, I would happy to go to some of these theme parks, chat. Just don't have the time and resources at the moment. But someday, just as Indiana Jones ride Disney. Oh, so there is. Okay, well I didn't even know. There you go, Chad. So you guys are probably know better than me if you've been to these theme parks. Like, I just really don't like Universal, and it was 16 years ago. That was the last true theme park I went to. Thank you, Alex Bernal. Yes, Indiana Jones ride at Disney. Well, maybe they should update it for all the new stuff. Yeah. There you go. Cool. This is Alex Bernal's third question, chap. This is kind of theme park related, but it's interesting. I had to think about this one for a while. What is your favorite maze you have ever been to? Well, I've been to the Overlook Motel, and I went to the, no. I've only been in a couple of mazes. Most of them when I was very young, but the last one I was in, chat, it was when I was doing my, my undergrad degree, get my bachelor's degree in Connecticut, chat. I lived in Connecticut for about 3.5 years. And that's where I did my undergraduate education. And in the summers, chat, I worked for kind of like I don't know how to describe it, like I don't know how to say a daycare service, but it was part of the school program where over the summer they had kids from elementary schools, and we would host them for various special events and things. And we did that like 3 days a week or something, and I got paid for it and everything, and helped to put on the resume, that kind of thing. And it was like a daycare service almost. We had like all these pre-planned activities and things, entertain the kids, reading them and movies, and do all these certain games, encourage learning, all that, Jess. But we did do a trip, chat. We went to a place. It was in Moose Up, Connecticut, chat. Moose Up, Connecticut, and it was to a farm, and it was like an agriculture day or whatever. And on this farm, chat, it's called, what was it called? It's Econ Hill Turkey Farm, chat, where they have turkeys. This is where like a lot of turkeys, for Thanksgiving are prepped. They're fattened up and they're slaughtered. But they didn't show the kids that, chat. And other things too. And they have this giant corn maze, chat. And it's legit. I've never been inside something like that, chat. And in hindsight, I'm looking back, like that was fucking horrifying, because it's literally, chat, like it's like us with about, 20 kids, 3 counselors, chat. So yeah, really it's nearly 7 kids per person. And that's a lot to handle. It's a lot to handle for, 3, college kids, right? And all I can remember is like, wow, this is legitimately Children of the Corn, and we are all going to be sacrificed to the one who walks behind the rows. We're going to be sacrificed to him, chat. I have this thing, if we turn a fucking corner and goddamn Isaac from Children of the Corn is like, you have brought them children excellent. It's like, no! That's what I think now. When I think of that time, chat, going to that fucking corn maze. Outlander! Exactly. Malachi's fucking screaming at us. But I remember that corn maze. And that was so much fun. We had turkey sandwiches, chat. We had turkey, like, oh my God, well, wonderful turkey sandwiches, chat. Turkey sandwiches with stuffing. It was like during the summer, and they had like turkey sandwich. They had all the turkey like already stored and everything. And they sell it later on, chat. They freeze it, they cryo freeze it and everything. But wonderful. I had a wonderful turkey sandwich that day with stuffing and gravy, and it was not like that shitty gravy at the grocery store. It was like, no, this is like proper turkey gravy, like made from the turkey itself, chat. And all it was wonderful. Yeah, it was great. Really great. But yeah, just that corn maze is like, this is Children of the Corn, chat. I thought it was so funny. Christy thought he was going to meet in the hills to have ice people. Yeah, that could have been it. That's what they grow up to. If you survive, you become one of them. But yeah, that one was a really fun experience, and it was a good job. It was definitely a good job. Helping. Yeah, just entertaining kids and stuff. And those are good kids, by the way. People always say I hate kids. I actually don't hate kids. I like well-behaved kids, chat. And these were very well-behaved kids, chat. I did that for like 2 summers during my undergrad. I did that my I did that my sophomore and junior, because I graduated early in my senior year. So that's what I did. So yeah, I did that for sophomore and junior, which was a great time. It was a great experience, chat. So that, yes, the in Moose Up, Connecticut, chat, the Econ Hill Turkey Farm, where I met Isaac and the one who walks behind the rows. That would be my choice. So you hating Mel's kids? Yes. All right. Oh, you would hate my job. Do you work with misbehaving children? It's a big difference if they're brats versus good kids. Good kids are fun. Yeah, these are good kids. They were fun. They were just well behaved. They just wanted to draw and shit. We just did all chalk drawing all day and played games. It was just a good time. It was a good time. People say I hate kids. I don't hate kids. Cake! I'm that way too. I like nice kids who listen. For the most part, it's okay for them to be kids, but I don't like get out, Rogers. I get you. Yeah. No, I totally understand. And this is Alex Bernal's. Good questions, by the way, Alex Bernal. I like this. Good, diverse set of questions. This is his 4th question, chat. What is the first game console I ever owned? So, I've owned a lot of game consoles, chat. I have owned older game consoles before my first one. But like, well, I should say this. The first game console that I've ever owned, chat, was the N64, chat. That was given to me by my parents. It came with Super Mario 64 and Mario Kart 64, chat. That was my very first game console. And then later on, I went back and I got NES, SNES, chat. I got those older ones. But my first console I've ever had was N64. And I know, it's fucking revolutionary, chat. That was a big revolution, from 2D graphics to 3D graphics. Like Mario 64 was kind of credited being one of the first, I think it was or it was one of the first 3D games. Of course, it blew my little mind because, before that, I was going to arcades and stuff, chat. And, I don't think, were there guys at that point 3D games in the arcade? I don't remember. I guess there kind of were, yeah. That's where the only place I saw them. This was the problem, in my house, everything. My parents were like, wait, he's going to save a fucking ton of money. Even the N64 games were fairly expensive, chat, even back in the day. But, yeah, that was my first console. Then, of course, I played all those other Nintendo 64 games, like GoldenEye, chat. Rogue Squadron. No, I had a number of Star Wars games too. No, a lot of quality games for that system. And then my next one that I bought was the PS1, and then I went back and got the NES and the SNES and played all those games. Turok, I played Turok, chat. Yep, oh yeah. Donkey Kong, played Donkey Kong, chat. The DK Rap. Oh, I remember that, chat. Yeah. Omni's plays Super Mario Kart. Yeah, it's great. No, that's a series that has been. It's 26 years old. How old is it now? 24, almost 25 years old. No, it's longer. No, it's older than that because the original Mario Kart was on the Super Nintendo, right? It was on the SNES. So yeah, it's like nearly 30 years. Wow, it's incredible. Yeah, no, it's that was the N64 was my first system, chats ago. I think for a lot of kids during the 1990s, that was their kind of first console, especially during my age range, especially, chat. For a lot of people. I played Banjo-Kazooie as well. Yep. No, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Both games are great. Both great sequels. Yes, Josh was your Star Wars hero. Yeah, he was, Hordate. I love Dash Rendar. Goddamn right. I own the action figure. I think I still have it in my parents' basement. But I own the Dash Rendar action figure, chat. Ginger-haired Han Solo, pretty much. I have that game. I actually bought Shells in the Empire to play on Steam, chat, to play on the PC, because I am obligated to play that in the future. I mean, I'm sure that game has not aged well. I was like, ooh, this does not look good. But it'll make for a fun streaming series, Chef. Yeah. No, the N60. What about you guys? What was some of your first consoles? I'm just kind of curious. Monk, your first console was the NES. Nice. That's a good one, man. That is a great one to have. That is a great console to start with. Thunderwing. Good to see you, by the way, for Thunderwing. PS2 was mine. Another good one. Most of the other consoles were family-owned. Fair enough. D-Collec's first console, SNES. Good. SNES, NES, chat scene, a lot of X4s. PS1's very good. Thank you, Alex Bernal, for the 5 biddies. Thank you for your response to the question. Of course, man. Definitely N64 was the... Oh, thank you. No, it's a great starting console. The 90s had... 90s was some really good consoles, chat. I was never a Sega kid, so I never owned any of the... Sega systems. I had a friend that owned the Dreamcast, and I played it that way. And, it was advanced in terms of, the CDs and things like that. It was ahead of its time. But the big thing, you could rip those discs. And that's why they lost so much money. People just rip the discs. Oh, Dumas' PS1, Dark Slayer, N64, and Game Boy Color. Oh, yeah, I should say, I should also say Game Boy as well. I did own the black and white Game Boy. It wasn't like the big bulky model I owned, but it was like the next generation of it. It wasn't the Game Boy Color, it was in between. It was like the smaller version of the mainline Game Boy. It was like red too. They had like different colors, but it was not the Game Boy Color. Yeah, N64 and Game Boy Color was my first hand. Super Mario 64 and Donkey Kong 64 were my first two games. Good ones. Asnick, my first game was Xbox 360. Wow, I know you are younger, so that makes sense. Yeah, I know for Gen Z, a lot of your probably first consoles were, stuff like the, I guess it would be 360, right? Maybe PS2, maybe. Mike for Life, SNES was your first one. That's a good one to start with. Summer Baby Genesis, we got some Sega kids in here, chat, but Sega does what Nintendo don't. That's what people used to say in the playground. Yeah, I remember all those little catchphrases. Edman, Sega Genesis, my first. We have some Sega people in here. Yeah, I know. I bought a new TV yesterday. I asked one of the employees when they were restarting PS5. He said he didn't know, and they had lots of Xboxes. I'll get one eventually, chap. I'll give it to the OG Game Boy was my first. Yeah, I guess if we're talking both of those were around the same time, chat. I think I had the N64 first, and then I had Pokemon. Because I remember Pokemon craze was 96. It started in 96 or 97 for me, and that's when I also got the N64. So they must have been very close to each other then. Played that original. I was a Gen 1, Gen 2 kid, chat. Had my Game Boy Color for for gold and silver. So, yeah, I had all that stuff. I was a big Nintendo kid back in the day. And then it wasn't until, I'd say the PS2 Xbox generation, but GameCube was still there. You know, I had GameCube as well. But then after that, I started to be more towards Sony and Xbox. That was when the shift started to happen. KJ Game Boy Color was your first, and then with Pokemon Gold, nice. Gold, love that. I love Gen 2. I hope they do a Let's Go Pikachu-esque version of Gold and Silver, chat. I will definitely play those on the streams. I have played Yellow. I have played Let's Go Pikachu, the remake of Yellow on stream, chat. Let's Go Pikachu series on my YouTube channel, Class and Glass. Please do check that out. It was very, very fun. It was like a 6 or 7 part series I did. It was a good time, chat. I love that. I am going to play Sword someday, since you guys did vote for it. You know, I tried to check in the Pokemon with X and Y. I just fell off of it, honestly. I don't know. It didn't hold me. But I'm going to give it another shot with Sword. Pokemon Sword, chat. He's great. Also, in the word of Jeff Bridges, I want to say we're alive, men. In the words of Jeff Bridges, I want to say we're alive, men. We're alive. Yeah, fair enough. First game was Diamond and Pearl. Was that was the one after Gold and Silver, right? See, after that, then I don't know the names of all the other generations. Yeah. Yeah, Rascal, I've been raised in so many consoles. I don't know if we can sway the. I think people had their their allegiances and things. I had a lot of different consoles, chat. I never really had a specific console allegiance. That's what I did. Yeah. Oh, Remy Nemo's after go. Gotcha. But Alex Bernal, seriously, again, no, thank you so much for submitting this question. Thank you for being on the Juicy Gangsta level, chat. That is very, very kind. Very, very kind, Alex Bernal. Thank you. Now, chat, we'll be moving on to Thomas Leave's questions. Thomas Leave, thank you for being a Revanite on the Revanite level. That is very kind, chat. On either level, whether you be Revanite or Juicy Gangster, you have the ability to submit questions for Class in a Glass Cast for your ass, a little bit of sass. All the above, chat. So this is first question, chat. Is Chicago-style pizza really pizza? No. And should it be erased from the menu completely? Also, no. So, chat, is Chicago-style pizza? No, it's not. It's pizza soup. I've been over this. Chat. Chicago pizza is if you took a shitty, like, pie crust, chat. Shitty pie crust. It's burnt on the bottom and everything. And you just filled it with the worst kind of marinara sauce you had on hand, shit, just whatever, just uncooked tomatoes, just put them in there, and then you layer in so much goddamn cheese. You actually put the cheese in fucking first. You put the cheese in first, way too much cheese in there, you're gonna choke on that cheese. All these kids are gonna choke on this cheese, and then you put in a ungodly amount of pizza sauce. I like pizza sauce. I ask for extra sauce when I order a pizza, chat, because I like extra sauce. This is just too much, because you put too much pizza sauce on top of the goddamn pizza, chat, and it doesn't cook all the way through. It gets burned on the top. It's like, I don't like burnt pizza sauce. No one likes burnt pizza sauce. What are you doing to the pizza? And then in the middle of it, chat, it doesn't cook all the way through, so you got this little ice ball. You got this little icy ball, chat. It's like, this is gross as hell. What the hell is this, chat? And they serve this to you in Chicago. What are you doing? Chicago? It's gross. I don't like it. And I don't like it, chat. But you're saying, like, well, Chris, if you don't like it so much, if you think it's an ungodly abomination, pizza soup monster, why do you want it to exist? Because people should know that this thing is not pizza. Because I can always point to and say, that's not pizza, all right? I want it to keep existing so I can keep mocking it, chat. That's what it comes down to. It's not pizza. I'm tired of people thinking that it's pizza, chat. It's gross and it's disgusting, and I don't like it. See, man, let me just say as a Chicagoan, we don't eat that shit. It's for tourists. And yeah, I knew it. We have to remember it's a thin crust and square beef. I'm fine with thin crust and square beefs, man. We do that in Buffalo, too. That's a Great Lakes thing. That's like a Great Lakes area thing. No, I'm fine with square pizzas. That's fine, man. I have no hatred towards the squares. I got no hatred to the square or the rectangles. Remember in elementary school, we get the rectangle pizzas? We love that shit, even though it was like awful for you because it was filled with all preservatives. No, I have no hatred against the squares. No hatred against the squares. You're good. You're good. Homie, I feel like you got a fucked up pizza. Yes, it was Chicago pizza, man. It was fucked up. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I really actually like Chicago pizza once in a while. Got to use a knife. I don't want to use a goddamn knife and fork for pizza. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing a knife and fork for pizza. That's not pizza. Pineapple pizza? Yay. Yes, I'm fine with Hawaiian pizza. I don't hate Hawaiian pizza. I've had pineapple and ham. It's like, this is good. It works. I don't mind it. That was my original Chicago pizza ranch, chat, right there. Deep dishes for tourists. We don't eat it. There we go, chat. It's been confirmed. What did Jon Stewart say? Yeah, he said it. He said it's pizza soup, and he was right. That ungodly abomination right there. That's not pizza. And he was right, chat. Jon Stewart was right. Pizza soup monster. Chris Chandler, your inner John Street. Goddamn right I was, Broken JPEG. Goddamn right. He was right. Oh, I was fine. Giant rectangular pizza is unusual. Little square. No, I don't mind little square. I don't mind that at all. That's very much a Great Lakes area thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Thin Crust pizza, but no, I love Thin Crust. I like Thin Crust. Mm-hmm. I can go for some pizza now. Right now, pizza silver. Nah, we are the winning side. I can tell you that right now, Chet. And I like pineapple pizza too. Not gonna get any hate for me from pineapple pizza, Chet. I like pineapple pizza. Calzones, yes. Calzones are fine. I like calzones. I don't eat it often, but I've had calzones like this is fine. Because you know why? It's not pizza. They're not saying pizza calzone. They're not. It's separate. It's a separate thing. It's a separate entity, and I acknowledge that and respect, because it has respectability for itself, because it's not pizza, it's a calzone. And I admire that. Weirdest pizza topping or drizzle you've tried? Weirdest topping? Oh, man. Weirdest topping, chat. I mean, I've eaten a lot of toppings on pizza. Like, I'm not picky. You know, I know people don't like, it's not weird, because it's a natural topping. I like anchovies on pizza. It's a salty little hairy fish, but I love it. I love anchovies on pizza. It's pretty good. Maybe it'd be, a little too much anchovies, but I like that. I don't mind that. I haven't really had a weird topping on pizza, honestly. No, I can't think of anything. Maybe it'd be weird to other people. I've had all sorts of toppings. You name a topping, Chance. I've probably had on a pizza. Is Scorpio just party pizza? Well, yeah, I guess. Well, no, it depends how who prepares it. You know, because I'm not talking that store-bought frozen pizza. That's not the goose. That's not the goose. No, I'm talking about made in a mom and pop's place, like locally owned. Not talking about one of these fucking mass chain places. That's not what I'm talking about. Square pizza made at a locally owned mom and pop place that's been open for 30 goddamn years, and they've been struggling and shit, but their pizza is good because all the labor and all the stress, and all the resentment is put into the taste of the pizza chain. It's so good. The resentment comes out tasty. That's what it is. That's true pizza. That's true pizza. I don't mind squares. You guys hate with the squares. Don't flip this on me. Donate Datarim? Donate Datarim? Thank you for the follow. You're my new Huckleberry. Welcome to stream. And my new Grinch. We like her just here. Welcome to stream. Oh, horse pizza, Chris. I should order some pizza, chat. You're making Chris Ayers very angry. You won't like when he's listen. I'm just telling. I'm revealing honest truth. I'm telling him the facts here, chat. I'm telling him the facts here. This is the way it is. I have barbecue sauce pizza. Yeah, I don't mind that. I prefer marinara. I prefer or the tomato sauce. But I've had barbecue sauce. It gets a little too sweet. And it's like I like the more zesty flavor, the little spice in there. Like barbecue sauce gets a little too sweet after a while. Rob JPEG, the Times Square has the ball job. What does UC have during the new year? This. Once this gets to the bottom, chat, it's the new year. 15 minutes away, by the way. 15 minutes away from the new year Central Standard Time, chat. Yeah. I like pineapple pizza. Have you tried ketchup pizza? I have not. I have not done that. I probably did that in school. I dipped my pizza, yeah. Like in elementary school, sure. Because you're getting me hungry. I'm glad. You should get hungry for pizza. You should. Chat, we got a troll. Donated Artem, whatever the hell your name is. Yeah, I see. Yeah, okay, you're doing fake donations. Chat, can someone get that guy out of there, please? Thank you. Thank you, Chris Ayers. See, Chris Ayers, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I'm sorry I yelled at you about the Chicago pizza. But you're a good sport. You're a good sport, and you got rid of that man. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do you think Detroit-style pizza? I never had Detroit-style pizza. What is that? I don't know what that is. I never had that kind of pizza before. I mean, it's just getting whatever you do, please don't call pineapple pizza Hawaiian pizza. No, fair enough. No, yeah, fair enough. Okay, yeah, I know that. Yeah, gotcha. I'm gonna call pineapple pizza then. Pineapple and ham pizza. I will do that. I'll be respectful. Chile Verde. I've never had that for. They don't staff shows. Snap them out of existence. Shit, I like it. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on going about the pizza stuff. But for me, Chicago pizza is it pizza? No, it's not pizza. Should it exist? Yes. He'll use as an example to say that's not pizza. So there you go. Hope that answer was satisfactory, Mr. Leaf. Ace Rock. This is his next question, chat. It's a good question. I've answered this before, but I'll go over because I have some other thoughts on this question. I've expanded my answer to this. What is your most anticipated game for 2021? Ace Rocks is Callisto Protocol, chat, which is being developed by the same team that worked on the original Dead Space, chat. It's looking to be a spiritual successor to the original Dead Space games, which is great because I love Dead Space, chat. Callisto Protocol is definitely on my list. If that is coming out 2021, that is definitely on there. But, I mean, you guys know me. It's an easy answer for me, Chad. Mass Effect Legendary Collection. Yes, it's a remaster of those games, but you guys know my love for Mass Effect, of that world, of that story, of those characters, Chad, and get to relive it in, better graphics, just better systems in general. Cannot wait for it. I want to experience that on stream. I'm very much looking forward to sharing that experience with you guys. The Mass Effect series is very important to me. Had a huge impact on me in terms of having a passion for video games, chat. That game and another BioWare game, Knights of the Republic, chat, which I'm also going to play on stream someday. Once I hit partner, as I said before, chat, KOTOR and the Mass Effect trilogy will be the first games I do for that. So it's a big deal for me to play that, and you guys will get to experience that series with me. So I'm very excited. Outside of the Mass Effect Legendary Collection, because it is a remaster. Is a remaster. I was thinking about Gotham Knights. That's another one, chat. Gotham Knights looks really cool. It's being made by the same people that did Arkham Origins, which I think is an underrated Batman title. Didn't change anything significantly, but it was a really solid, Batman game and had a good story. I thought cool introduction to the Joker and their relationship. I loved it for that. And this is from that studio, and they're kind of doing their own timelines, not related to the Arkham series, and it's going to be focusing more on the sidekicks, chat. Batgirl, Tim Drake Robin, Jason Todd Red Hood, and Dick Grayson Nightwing. And where it's a world without Batman, and what's a world without Batman going to be like, chat? Chaotic! And so the sidekicks got to form their own super team and take down the bad shit. It's a cool concept. But other than that one, I had a couple other ones, chat. It's hard for me to pick. But I guess number one, outside Mass Effect, that is there. That one's Callisto Protocol is there. Gotham Knights is there. But probably number one, Horizon Forbidden West. I love the original Horizon Zero Dawn, chat. Love the world, that dystopian, post-apocalyptic world, but it's filled with color and everything. Like, vegetation has come back. Society is, like, really Neolithic now, which is cool, which we don't often see in, a post-apocalyptic game. But along with the flora and fauna, there's also all these giant robots walking around, chat. It's like, why are these robots all here? Why are they so prevalent? Why are they proliferating? And the whole game goes into that, chat. And that game primarily took place, I believe, in Colorado, New Mexico, and I guess Mexico. I guess that's where it took place. It was around that region. It was like the kind of the southwestern region of the United States, which is cool. And this one's going to take place on the West Coast, chat. California, San Francisco, Vegas, I believe. So we're going to be exploring these areas, and I love the Aloy character. I think she's she's very well written, chat. I forget the voice actress's name, but she is amazing. She just a badass character. Aloy is one of my favorite characters last generation, and Horizon Zero Dawn is one of my favorite games of last gen. So yeah, cannot wait for that. God of War. People say God. I mean, if God of War 2 comes out next year, Ragnarok is being. I don't know if that's coming out. I would hope. I would love it if it did, but. Man, that is very soon after the original God of War. I mean, we'll see. Maybe we'll see. Maybe they're working on it long before the original, God of War. So that one would be 2. But if it doesn't, then definitely Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm going to do a shout out, chat, to Joseph Fares' next game. He's the same. He's the guy behind Brother, Tale of Two Sons, and A Way Out, chat. Wonderful games that came out the previous decade. He's doing another one called It Takes Two. We saw this at I forget. It was at the Game Awards. It was at the VGAs, chat. The video game advertisements, as it should have been called. But it's basically it's like this. It's again a co-op game. Well, I guess no, it is a co-op game, and where you play as a divorced couple who, due to the daughter's sadness, have been shrunken down these claymation doll-like figures, and they have to work through their problems together in these various worlds. It looks really cool. It looked at the fuck the Oscar guy, fuck you Oscars guy. It's that guy, Austin, very much so. Dark thing with the 5 biddies. Thank you so much, my friend. Imagine Jimmy Kennedy at the VGs. I don't want to imagine that. That'll be a sad, cringy time indeed. But no, It Takes Two is up there, Chad. It looks like a really cool game. It's just beautiful. It has a good sense of humor. I always like the humor in his games. Really digging that. And then the last one would be, I've talked about it before, Back 4 Blood, chat. It's the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. Since Valve is interested in making any more Left 4 Dead games, shit, it's been 11 years. It's going to be 12 years since the last Left 4 Dead, because Left 4 Dead 2 came out in 2009. I've been playing that on stream. Back 4 Blood looks amazing, chat. It's more of what I've wanted from Turtle Rock from so long, and it looks cool. It'd be kaijus to kaiju zombies, chat. So that one there, but Cal Carlo, welcome to Stream Fam. Not good to see you. Hope you're doing very well. But yeah, those are the top ones. But of course, chat. Honestly, if I had to pick two, it's between Horizon, Forbidden West, and the Mass Effect Legendary Collection. But very good questions. Very good questions. What about you guys? What are your most anticipated games this year or this upcoming year, chat? I'm very curious. What do you guys want? What are you guys looking for? Some people said Ragnarok. Some people said Horizon. Leah love Horizon or God of War 2 has to be per. I'm really excited, Katie. I'm very excited for God of War 2. I love God of War is my favorite game of the last. It's my favorite game of last generation, I should say, of the last gen consoles. And I think it's like in my what did I put? I'd have my top 3. Oh yeah, I think wasn't my third favorite game. I guess it was when we did our top list or whatever. It's up there, chat. Love that game. Loved it. It's my favorite. PS4 game. Broken JPEG. Oh my god, I'm having a heart attack. I think 1,000 minis. I'm out of champagne. If I drink the champagne before beer, I'm in the clear. Yes, I think. I'm still. Oh, chat. It's almost midnight. It's almost midnight. We are 7 minutes away. But Broken JPEG, thank you for the 1,000 minis. That's such a generous donation. You get to pick an episode of a TV show for me to review in the future. So think on that. Think on that and choose wisely. It could be the best thing ever. It could be the worst thing ever. You have the choice is yours. The choice is in your hands. What are we guys saying here right now? Carlo, Resident Evil Village, of course. Decalox Horizon, Thunder League, Resident Evil Village, Cyberpunk 2077 2.0. I bet we'll get something like that. Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3, Awesomic. Cyberpunk 2.0. Vanny, Final Fantasy, 14 expansion. Gotcha. New Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank looks really good. Metro Prime 4. Yep. Hope we'll see something of that. We haven't seen any gameplay. I know they restarted development on it. Remember, you should get Super Mario 3D World and browsers. There's so many games I need to play. Katie will Happy New Year to you in the future. We will be joining you. Yes, absolutely. I'm interested in Eternal. I like the idea of a roguelike shooter with a narrative. Far Cry 6 is big homie. Elden Ring, if it actually exists. Yeah, it's true. Craig Infinite says D. Carlux. Ever go back for those last Valkyries? Probably not, because I don't like the grindy levels that I have to go through them. I'm not into that. Again, the Solstheim and the Muspelheim levels. I was like, yeah. Hogwarts, yeah, that's right. That's coming out next year, too. Now, Hufflepuff for life. The IT Crowd Season 3, Episode 4. There it is, chat. There it is. That's what's been chosen for me. All right, keep track of that. Thank you. If you could get only one more sequel from Naughty Dog between Uncharted 5 and Last of Us 3, which one you choose? Man, that's a... I don't know. That's a Sophie's choice. Since Uncharted ended on a really good note with Drake and the Drake family, I think we'll go. I think we'll return to Uncharted someday. I don't know if Naughty Dog will be developing it, but we're gonna return to it. I would say Last of Us 3. Let's get a solid trilogy, chat. Let's get a solid trilogy. That's just me. Yeah. I respect you feed all the Valkyries and God of War PS4. Congratulations. Yes, you are indeed the God of War. Indeed. Very nice. But no, good choices, chat. Even other ones I hadn't even really considered. Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you, Thomas Leaf, for that question. We got 2 more for Thomas Leaf, chat. This is his next question. Kind of similar to the video game question, chat. I have a couple on top of my head. What is your most anticipated film of 2021? His is a film called Fine, chat. Now, for me, it's funny because so many of the films that are coming out in 2021 should have come out in the year 2020, chat. And I'm just thinking of a couple off the top of my head. Like, I honestly, I don't know what. I mean, there's so many movies. 2021 is fucking packed with films, chat. From blockbusters to smaller movies, chat. Animated films, a lot of stuff coming. But one that always, because people are going to say Dune. Of course, like, Dune's a big one, Chad. A lot of the Marvel movies, a lot of the DC films. I'm very excited for stuff like the Suicide Squad, Dune, Black Widow, Chad, The Eternals. Like, I'm very much looking forward to. But I want to give a shout out to one film. I was like, this is really cool. It looks like a interesting spiritual successor, sequel, proto-sequel, however you want to consider it, Chad. What I want to be, a proper sequel almost. And it was Candyman. It's being produced by Jordan Peele. It's being directed by Nia DaCosta, chat. It's starring, I'm going to butcher the actor's name. You guys know him better than him, but he played Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen. He also played Black Manta in Aquaman, chat. But Candyman looked so good. The trailer was so slick. The Candyman lore and mythology is so interesting to me. That first movie is like really, really good. Got to do a watch party for that someday. based on the works of Clive Barker from Candyman. That one just looks really, really slick to me. I loved everything. I was like, I don't know, something about it. And I like that it seems to be commenting on gentrification chat. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a really cool topic to talk about with the Candyman figure and how he affected this area, how this culture imagined this being almost, Chad, like their imagination gave him life in the Cabrini Green district of Chicago, Chad, and the projects. There's so much stuff that goes into that. And I was like, that's really interesting. And I'm commenting on the gentrification of that area and how would Candyman operate now. I just like that. I just like that idea. It's really, really cool. Oh, another horror-related one, chat. Halloween Kills. I love Halloween 2018 so much. I thought they really brought new life. They breathed new life into that series, chat, having to be a direct sequel to the original film, the original John Carpenter movie. I was like, oh, this is so much fun. They made Michael Myers scary again. I liked all the characters. Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis gives a fantastic performance, chat. And I was like, all right, you know what? Let's do it. Let's see what you got now. This guy, it's what David Gordon Green's directing again. He's also doing that Exorcist remake or direct sequel too. That new sequel. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you. Did you wait with Iron Maze? Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you, that chick. Listen, happy to have you here, man. You get to pick a song, 2 of your 500 biddies. Pick a musical composition. I'll perform it sometime in the future. Thank you so much. I see a lot of you guys answering some questions. Those are a couple of mine doing, like the big films, chat. I imagine there are some smaller films I'm not even considering. They'll probably wind up being in my top 5 of next year. But those are just kind of the ones that are at the forefront of my mind personally. Let's see what some of you guys are saying right now. Carmen Hazel, no. Batman's been delayed. I hate to disappoint some of you guys. So the Batman chat's been pushed into 2022. Dune took the Batman spot chat, which is sad because the Batman would have come out on October 1st, which is my birthday. Would have been the big 3-0. I could have seen the Batman chat, but they moved to 2022, and now Dune's in that slot. So I'll see Dune on my birthday, or actually I'll just see it on HBO Max because that's where it's going to be probably. But that's been pushed. Unless they changed it again. Maybe it's supposed to be. Maybe it's back in 2021. Let's see what you're saying. The Asylum, the Suicide Squad, Austin Mortal Kombat. Yeah, McCall Brooks. Quiet Place 2 looks really good coming here. I can't wait for Quiet Place 2. Agreed. Chat, we're like 1 minute away from Happy New Year. Hold on, we're 1 minute away from Happy New Year, chat. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, chat. It's gonna happen soon. It's going to happen so goddamn soon, Chad. Oh, I can't wait to see my clocks just twin over, and then 2021 is going to pop on, Chad. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. Witness me. Witness. It's the longest minute ever, Chad. Did it just turn? I guess it just turned right now. Did it just turn to 11:59 right here? My God. How long is this goddamn minute? I'm looking at the clock right here, Chad. Look at the clock right here on my computer. It's Happy New Year, chat. Happy New Year to you. Happy to have you here. Chat me. The wings of blue nose of feather. You're shaking the pillars of heaven as we speak. Cheers and salute and Happy New Year, guys. To a much better year, a healthy, successful, and whimsical year, chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Cheers and salute to you. I'm gonna read some of your comments right now, chat. I'm so far behind. I hear the fireworks going off right now. Oh my God! Naya Brownie, thank you all you guys for the generosity. Naya Deadpool, thank you for the 5 biddies. Naya Brownie, thank you for the 12 biddies. And Junior, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Thank you so much, guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Chad. For Central Standard Time. People in the Pacific, they still haven't experienced this yet, Chad. Or mountain people. You haven't experienced it either, Chad. The mountains and the Pacific have not experienced it. But Happy New Year, Chad. Thank you so much. Happy to have you here. Happy New Revenue Year, because yay! Thank you so much, guys. Wowie Crimson, thank you so much. Awesome. Tiberius Monk, Carmen Hazel, The Asylum Cake, Naya Brownie, Broken JPEG, Troy, Ingenuity, Vanny, Twitchy Rascal, Phantom Knot, Jorge, Darklight. Thank you, guys. Everyone who was in the chat, thank you so much for all the support. You guys are amazing. Thank you to guys for the 10 biddies. Wow, screw you, Troy, never come back. Goddamn right, Daniel. Goddamn right. Too Tall, Happy New Year. Chris, I absolutely love being here every night with you, my brother. I'm glad to be here with you and chat, celebrating the new year with you. Absolutely, no, chat, seriously. I know 2020 has been an extremely rough time, but I can speak for myself. You guys have made this this is the big bright spot for me in 2020. Like it's been hard on everybody, but you guys have made this so much fun to do. Happy to have you here. Happy to have these discussions. Shit, just have a good time. Wow, wee, what chat? Oh my God. See, man, thank you with the 500 biddies. Thank you. And Daniel, WinFox with the 210 biddies. Daniel with the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much, guys. The year of the Jews has begun. It has indeed. No, thank you, chat. Seriously, thank you for a little support. Wow, we'll get back to the questions in a bit, chat. Let's just take it in. Let's just take it in. Would be him. The winner would be him. Indeed, chat. In goddamn deed. Thank you so much. Humbug. There goes Mr. Grimm. Level 4. We're getting hype. I just saw we getting hype, chat. Level 4 hype train. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. Marvel Buff Nerd. Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Let's go make this cyber sex. Okay. I already did that in Cyberpunk, though. I already had the hot, sweaty cyber sex chat with Cyber Vinny D. Just Ricky, thank you so much. No, V, happy to have you here, guys. All of you here. Call me Hazel. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great New Year's Day now, chat. Caller, thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you so much, chat. It's all coming. The winner would be him. Christmas alerts will be continue on, chat, into January, in the next 2 weeks of January before I eventually go back. Oh, thank you for the subs. Yay, the subs. Yeah, let's see who Daniel was very kind to gift subs to, chat. Daniel, again, thank you so much. You gifted some subs to Ultra Noir. Thunderwing, Nest, Gabe's down to Simonim, The Mighty Oak, Mike for Life, Ashtray Bitch, Yatsuba Fan, tabs everywhere. I like that one. Too many tabs. And Brian96. Congratulations, guys. You are the proud owners of 5 new months along of ad-free viewing. Those 8 emails also include Mr. Evan Ye, Mr. Evan Hype, Mr. Evan Low, Mr. Evan Rage, and Mr. Revan Derp. Good ones, and hopefully more to come, Chad, in 2021. I can finally upload the emails I'm sitting on. I've been sitting on these emails for so long. Thank you, Chad. Thank you so much. It was Mr. Grimm. If they gave a prize for being mean, the winner would be him. Indeed, Chad. Thank you, Chad. Thank you. Wow, there goes Mr. Grimm. Oh, Caller, thank you, 100 biddies. Winfox, thank you, 11 biddies. I'm looking now. See, the alerts are just on a bit of a delay now because everything's just stacking. Austin, thank you for the gifted sub. Vanity is thank you for the 200 biddies. Happy New Year, Juicy and Revenites. Indeed. Deadpool, thank you for the gifted sub. And Daniel for another 1,500 biddies. Thank you. Thank you so much. These will all catch up. These will all catch up to each other. Squishy Ashley. Oh, no. Thank you so much, guys. May the tears you cry in 2020 lube the cheeks you clap in 2021. Fair enough, big homie. Fair enough. That sounds good. Those would be good. There, they all coming in there. Now they're all coming in here, chat. Thank you again, WinFox. Thank you. Color. Yeah, now the backlog's finally catching up. I think I don't know how I cut my finger right there. I cut my finger off my nail, chat. How'd I do that? I cut my fingers somehow. How'd I do that, chat? Got real wing claws. Oh, no, and thank you again, Osnick for gifting this sub to Syrian 1987. Thank you, guys. Now they're all catching up to each other. Wow, wee-wah. Holy shit, my iPhone just set fireworks on itself. Oh, no! Yeah, no, it's all going. These are the fireworks, chat. These are the fireworks right now. These are virtual fireworks. Thank you, guys, so much for the support. The chat was just going by so fast. Let me see what I got right here. Happy New Year. Summer, baby, Happy New Year to you. If they gave a prize for being me, the winner would be him. Thank you, Deadpool, for gifting a sub to Squishy Ashley. It's a cute name. Squish. Thank you. Daniel, there's the 50 everybody's from Daniel. Thank you again for that very, very, very generous donation. Appreciate that. Thank you. Wow. We watch it. WinFox, the 24. Thank you for the additional 24 biddies. WinFox, thank you, Chad. Thank you for this hype train. It's amazing. We'll let the hype train play out, Chad, then we'll turn to these questions. Yeah, I can't wait to. We got a lot of great questions tonight, chat. Very excited. We'll finish up Thomas Leaf's questions in just a bit. I didn't get to some of your movies you want in 2021. We'll get to that. Thank you, King DJ. Thank you for the 99 biddies. Everyone who's donated tonight, thank you so much, Chad. It means so much to me. Thank you. Happy New Year, summer baby. Happy New Year to you. I gotta get a drink. Juicy Game take over 2021. Yay! Let's do it, Chad. Let's do it. My rule will be just harsh, but just, Chad. Harsh, but just. That's what we need right now. Indeed. We'll make it happen, chat. We'll make it happen. Thank you, guys. Seriously. Oh. Dad, Chico, everybody, thank you. Thanks for providing the good content, my dude. Starting out 2020 as a Rev Night. Happy New Year. No, Dad, Chico, thank you so much for that. Seriously, that means so much. Thank you for the 200 biddies. No, I'm glad. No, I'm just glad you guys enjoyed this content. That you guys just like watching, hearing me just talk ridiculous things about movies and cartoons and playing games and multiplayer games and doing watch. It's just fun. I mean, listen, Chad, this is a dream job. It is a dream job to have, and I am incredibly thankful for it and for you being a part of this audience. Seriously, it's been so much fun talking to you guys every day. Every day I've been doing this. I love it. Absolutely love it, Chad. It's the lifeblood. It's what gives me life. I love it so much. It's incredible. Thank you, V. Thank you, Casfe. Thank you, Naya. M. Xavier, thank you. No, special announcements will be tomorrow. Special announcements will be tomorrow for the Die Hard thing. That's when the announcements will happen. No, you're breathtaking. You guys are the real heroes. After 4 years of Trump, nothing seems to be in a... Well... Only thing I could say is, in regards to Trump, at least he's not going to be in office anymore. He's got 20 more days, chat, 20 more days. Less than that now, I guess, technically. We'll see what happens. You guys got to take it each and every day at a time, chat. That's what you have to do. That's all you can do. Yeah. Yeah. Just stay informed. Yeah. Thank you. No, I love you guys. Seriously, guys. Thanks for the support. Thank you this time. Oh, C-Man with another 1,000 biddies. Wow. We will. The hype continues on Chat. Hype train. Choo choo. Chugga 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 chugga. Thank you. And Windfox with the 71 biddies. Level 5 complete, chat. You went over the amount. No, thank you, C-Mab. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Thank you, Windfox, 71 biddies. This is incredible. 18 more days. You're right. 18 more days. That's correct. 18, 19. Listen, it should be even shorter than that. It should happen now. Thank you, chat. Thank you for completing that hype train. Absolutely incredible. Wow, we won. That's all. Prediction is Trump will become a Scooby-Doo type villain, haunt the White House. That'd be funny. He just locked himself in there. You know, Trump, they still say Trump wanders these halls to this day. Boo. Boo. You fake news. Thank you. Wow, level 5 hype train success. Thank you so much, guys. This deserves, you know what this deserves, shit? A fresh beverage. So I can raise one to you. Let me raise you a proper, fresh, iced mimosa, chat. And I'm going to be right back. We're going to do that, chat. You stick right here, and we'll continue with these questions. I'm going to toast you in the proper way, chat. And entertain yourselves amongst yourselves. Stick around. I'll be right back. I'll be right back soon. I've obtained more alcohol, and I shall toast you properly, chat. Again, thank you. Cheers, last days on Earth it is. No, but you shall be immortalized, Super Talk. Cheers shall be immortalized forever. Eventually, I can upload more emails. I shall commission a custom chair emote, and it shall be of this chair. No question, chat. But let me go ahead and raise another glass to you, chat. Thank you for making this an incredible day, chat. Thank you for being with me here through 2020. Thank you for all the support, chat, in whatever form it may be. You guys have been fantastic, and hope and raise one to a better 2021, chat. May the wings live nose a feather, your shake the pillows heaven as we speak. Cheers and salute. And thank you. Thank you, Jaybird, for the host. Thank you for the host. Woo! Christmas sun, Mr. Sun. Thank you, Big Homie, for the 500 biddies. You can pick a song now. Big Homie, you can pick a song now. Year of the Juice. Indeed, I like that. I like that shit. I should get t-shirts like the Year of the Juice. That'd be amazing. Cheers to you, sexy moist mofos. Yes, shit. Moist dreams, shit. Think of your moist dreams in 2021. Hold on to those dreams, shit. Hold on to those dreams. It'll be a good time. It'll be a very good time. Randall, wait, are we saying goodbye? Oh, yeah. This chair's being retired. I was gifted a new chair. I'll be setting that chair up hopefully tomorrow. But Chair will always be here, chat. Chair will always exist. Okay, he'll be here, and he shall be immortalized someday in emo, chat. And you'll be able to post Chair. Juicy gain, juicy gain, juicy gain. Call me Hazel. Thank you, chat. But now, let's go ahead and get back to these questions, chat. I still got to get through a lot of questions tonight. We got a lot of questions tonight. Here we go. Let's get to some other ones. Oh, yeah, I want to ask you. So I mentioned some of my favorite films or my anticipated movies of 2021. What did you guys say? I know it was already New Year's Day. We were celebrating. Jerry gets to chill. Jerry gets to retire. Jerry gets to go, spend the rest of his life on that farm up there, upstate, chat. Spider-Man 3 coming out 2021. Wow. Mike is upset Cher is leaving. Michael meet new Cher. He'll like new Cher. Yes, Cher. Yes, it'll be like that. It'll definitely be like that. It'll be perfect. Yep, just like that. Gotham Con. That's right. Gotham Con coming out. That's right. On HBO Max, Halloween Kills and John Wick 4. Oh yeah, John Wick 4. Jesus, some of the films I'm forgetting about. Sorry, the butthole cut of Cats. That'll be good. Edman says Venom 2. Matrix. My God, yeah. Some of these things I can't believe. Happy New Year. Indeed, Carmen Hazel. Indeed. Tom and Jerry, but seriously, Shane. Oh, that's right, man. Some of these things I forgot are coming out. Like, there's so many movies coming out in 2021, chat. I think some of these will have to be pushed to 2022. We'll see. So, good ones. Chris Harris, Malignant. It's James Watson. New movie, and it'll be there for everything he does. There you go, chat. You should be voiced by Chris Evans. I would like that. That would be really sexy. I wouldn't mind that at all, chat. The Suicide Squad, I think will be good. I hope so, Win Fox. I mean, James Gunn seems to be the right person for directing that kind of property, so I agree with you. Can't wait for the Suicide Squad. Good choice. Good choice. Was hard to stream full time when you left your work job. Well, I was. This is a good question. I'm thankfully in a pretty good place monetarily. I'm pretty safe. I've not touched my savings since then. I've been basically living off of my various, whether it be on Twitch or Patreon. It's helped out significantly, paying the bills, and I got a nice severance package. So it's probably much easier for me than most people who are starting out streaming full time. But I've finally gotten to a place where I can live rather comfortably. It's growing even more steadily. So it was not difficult. Like, if anything, it kind of gave me more time to work on stuff that I'm passionate about, and that's what was so exciting about it. And it just made me a better person, honestly, to be able to do something for a living and get paid for it, which is pretty incredible. Now that's a rare thing to have. So hopefully that answers the question. And thank you, Deadpool, for the 5 biddies. Here's to survival. Hopefully we'll be doing this again next New Year's Eve. Yes, Deadpool, indeed. Yeah, hopefully, I'll be raising another one to you, another glass to you, chat, to a better year too, to a better year. The ice fell out of my glass. Thank you. Oh, who would you like to be Static Shock live action? Oh, God. Come here. That's a good question. That's a very good question. Oh. Trying to think of a black teen actor. Nothing's immediately coming to mind, chat, honestly. I don't know. I really don't. You have any suggestions, Jaden Smith? I don't know. Chris just wants to toast everything. Goddamn right I do. Zach Shock will be played by Nicole Kidman. Or what was it? Julia Roberts. Like, one studio wanted Julia Roberts to play Harriet Tubman. Yeah. Corey. Oh, maybe you could play adult Zach Shock. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't have an answer for that, honestly. I don't have an answer for that. Yeah, sometime this year, the kid from Blackish, a lot of kids in Blackish. Sometimes this year, Terminator 2 Judgment Day is going to be how old? It's going to be 30 years old, right? It's 30 years old. Crazy, chat, crazy. Lucas of Stranger Things. You know what? Yeah, I can see that. I got to think about it, chat. I really got to think about, like, some black teen actors. Yeah. That's a good choice. That's a talented kid. He's funny. He's got good chemistry with the actors that he works with. I can see something like that. Yeah, I can see him bring life to Static. See him grow into the role over time. That'd be kind of cool to see. Yeah, because, they should start him when he's a teenager. That's where his whole thing started, chat, personally. I've seen some, some fan films and things. The guy's like, that man is 35 years old. So they should definitely make him a team. You're getting, when you had only one drink in already, have to switch to water. It's not even midnight for me. And, oh, no, it's Squishy Ashley. Oh, no. It happens. It happens to the best of us. This is my second one. This is my second one of the night, chat. Yeah. But I'll think about it. Now, it's a good question. I want to come back to that question. That's a very good question. But some good answers, chat. There's so many movies coming out in 2021, chat. I would not be surprised. Some of these are pushed back to 2022. Some already are. The Batman, sadly, is. Wish that was coming 2021. That looks fucking cool. But we shall see. And this is also film related, chat. This is Ace Rock. This is Thomas Lee's final question of the evening. He says, speaking of Dune, because, that was one of my films that a lot of people are anticipating, chat. I'm looking forward to. That's October 1st, I believe. So I'll see you on my birthday. Speaking of Dune, what do you make of Denis Villeneuve bringing all of the smoke on HBO Max, WB, AT&T? So this is just the anger towards Warner Brothers for their choice to release a lot of these movies on the streaming service. and I've looked into it, chat. Listen, to be honestly for myself, just speaking for myself, it's more convenient for me, and I think for a lot of people that own this service, like, hey, people are still concerned about the pandemic. We don't want to get sick. We want to expose themselves around other people. It's like, hey, here they are. Watch them this way. It's worked out well. Like, I'm not speaking of the quality of the film, chat, but at Wonder Woman 1984, it's like, hey, that was a perfect way to do it. And it's great for content creators, chat, because we can do watch parties. We can watch these movies together, and that's cool. And you bet you took us, chat. You bet you took us. We'll be doing watch parties for King Kong versus Godzilla. We'll be doing watch parties for Dune, chat. All these big upcoming Warner Brothers, DC film, whatever they have, chat, on the dock, we'll be doing watch parties for them on this channel. It'll be fun. No doubt it'll be fun. But with Denis Villeneuve, I started to see his point of view and his anger, chat, because what Warner Brothers did, they really didn't inform a lot of people, not just the theaters, chat, but the distributors for some of these movies. Other studios that they worked on these films, like Legendary, chat, like they're having a problem with Legendary in regards to Godzilla versus King Kong. Legendary was not informed. All these directors were not informed. And, you could also say, like, well, boo-hoo for those directors and actors. They were getting paid for it. But at the same time, you didn't even tell them you were about to do this. You just dropped this, I imagine some of the stuff is worked out behind the scenes, and some money was paid, to sort of, like, I know 184, like, Patty Jenkins got her bonus, Gal Gadot got their bonus. I mean, they're doing fine and shit. But I could kind of understand the anger. It's like, hey, you said you're going to put my movie in theater, and now, without even telling me, okay, you pushed it back, I get that, but you didn't even tell me now that's what you're doing with it, and now it's not even going to make this money, and it may jeopardize the future of this potential series that I want to do, or the second one. They didn't do Dune 2 is not filmed yet, chat, because they split the book and they split the one book into 2 movies, or that's the plan. They only filmed Dune 1. They haven't filmed Dune 2. No part 2, chat. And I think it's dependent on, how the success of this film does. We shall see. And so it's like, I get that anger. I understand that. That makes more sense. But at the same time, for someone like myself, it's more convenient for me, and I don't mind it. But for as a creator, and you like to see your visions in a certain way, I understand it. I get it. I'm not hating on him for it. He has his opinion. I have mine. I mean, that's his vision. That's his baby. He loved making that movie, clearly. Just much like he loved making all those other films, and he got to execute them in the ways that he wanted to execute them, and, have people see him on the big screen. I don't understand that. So, yeah, is he justified in his anger? Sure, he is. Yeah, I get it. Legendary suing them for overdoing it. So there you go. Right there, chat. Directors Guild is suing too. Yeah. Jaybird, happy New Year, Jaybird. Hope there are good things on the horizon for you, sir. Thank you. Hope for you as well. We got a Twitch baby today, sir. The first day of the year. Goddamn right. I love all these Twitch babies, shit. Absolutely, Jaybird. Thank you so much. I hope many positive things happen for you in 2021 as well. For everybody in the chat right now. Dune, don't think going to make that. However, no, I agree. That's the other thing, Windfox. I agree with you. Actually, because I don't know how that film was going to even do in theaters, chat. Like, it looks great, of course, but, I mean, Blade Runner 2049, that movie lost money. I mean, let's be honest with each other. The movie critically did very well, of course. I really liked it more than I saw it a second time when I got it on Blu-ray. I was like, I had more appreciation for the film. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, yeah, Dune is a beloved sci-fi novel by sci-fi fans, and it has that audience there, but mainstream appeal? Not something, it's not that level. I don't think. Some people might disagree. So I agree with you. It might not even achieve that success to even warrant it might not make monetary sense to then greenlight a sequel, Chad. So I was like, okay, you're splitting this part 2. Did you do back to back? And I was like, so it really does depend on how this movie is going to be. So we'll see. But this might have doomed it anyway. This might have doomed Dune anyway, chat, based on this decision to put it to a streaming service. So I get that. I get that fear from Denis Villeneuve. Because he obviously wants to complete this story. For 2049, here's your Blade Runner. Actually, I do too, man. I'm right there with you, man. I respect Blade Runner. I respect its impact on sci-fi films and the cyberpunk genre. But yeah, I think 2049 is a better paced movie. I think it's has a better through line. Personally, but all the respect, Blade Runner, the original one. Yeah. Troy, the only difference that puts Dune at benefit is that it has a resource it's based on in the book, and the book has a massive. Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it has that Lord of the Rings. Maybe I'm underestimating Dune. That could be. Yeah, that could be me. It could be on me, chat. So I might not have the knowledge to understand just how popular Dune actually is. So that could very much be the case. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, if I hope the movie's good, chat. I want it to be good, of course. I want new big blockbuster sci-fi films. They're not the ones that we've always see all the time. You know, I don't want to see Star Wars and Marvel and DC. I want to see other things, or Star Trek. I want to see other properties adapted. Of course. Yeah, we'll find out. But it's a good question. I understand his anger. I get it. I totally get it. Very good question, Ace Rock. Thank you again for your patronage. Thank you for being a Revenite subscriber on the Jesus Christ Patreon. Thank you. Class and glass. Now, chat. We have one question from Deadpool, chat. We have one question from Deadpool, but it's a big question. And I've given some time to think about this. I've talked about this to a degree, but he wants me to expand upon this idea. Matter of fact, I talked about this last stream, I believe. This is his question, chat. Very good one, Deadpool. Warner Brothers calls and wants you to be the vision behind the rebooted DC cinematic universe. Warner Brothers is giving you a clean slate and free reign to do whatever you want. What would your DC Phase 1 look like? What heroes or films would you do? If you want to go into detail about the overarching plot or casting, go. Now, casting, I haven't really given a lot of thought to casting. Casting, I mean, we can figure that out another time. My thing is, let's get the stories and the characters right. That is the most important thing, because I think that has been the biggest mistake that DC made initially, is that they entrusted certain people, Zack Snyder, with characters that they fundamentally misunderstood. Whether it be Superman or Batman or anyone else in between, chat. DC has had some successes since then, but it's been sporadic. It's been downright sloppy. And if I had full reign, chat, Dan Stevens plays every DC character. I mean, maybe. I didn't consider him. I wasn't even considering that. But if I had full reign, chat, I would do this. I would do something very similar to Marvel did, chat. I would plan for, initially, it would be 7 films in Phase 1, chat. It would be 7 films in Phase 1. And many of these films would be used to establish the core members of the Justice League. And it'd be those 6 films, and that phase would end with that big team-up movie of all these already established characters coming together for a threat. And I'm going to go through, and some of these I have expand upon more than others, and I'm always glad to have some feedback from people. But this would be my idea. I spoke about that. Let's start with the big blue Boy Scout. Let's start with the Kryptonian chat, the son of Krypton, Kal-El, Superman. My idea for this, broad terms, chat, what I would want to do, I don't want to do the origin like all over again. I want to incorporate Krypton's destruction, because it'd be important to set up. It won't be an origin story for Superman, chat. It would be an origin story for Brainiac. That's what would it be. This first film, because I've wanted to see Brainiac in a Superman film for so long, and that's what I want my big threat in the movie to be in this first Superman film. I have other plans for Superman, chat. Other films, trilogy, quadrilogy, what have you. But my first thing would be, it would be the opening and destruction of Krypton, chat, but it would not be focused on Kal-El, chat. It would be focused on Jor-El and Brainiac. That's how this would start, where in a last-ditch effort to save the Kryptonian race, chat, to save this planet, Jor-El and all of his scientists, whoever, they came together and they created this AI, this artificial intelligence, chat, Brainiac, to save them, to figure out the problems in their society and correct them. Brainiac became so more advanced that even Jor-El did not know what Brainiac was doing or actually thinking at the time. Brainiac became so intelligent, he realized that organic beings, specifically the Kryptonians, were so incredibly flawed that the only answer that Brainiac could conceive was to destroy them. And so instead of preserving the resources of the planet, chat, instead of collecting this information, he harvests it for himself. It for himself, chat. It's very much taking a page from various incarnations of Brainiac in the comics and also the animated series. And this whole opening, chat, this would be a credit sequence. I don't want this to go over 15 minutes long. Nothing like that. Credit sequence, chat. That's what it would be. Maybe a brief establishment of Brainiac and the concept of Brainiac. It would start that way, and Jor-El, the whole Krypton's doomed at this point. Jor-El and his wife. Thank you, Brainiac is a goddamn hoarder. He's a hoarder. He is. He's a hoarder of knowledge, chat. Knowledge. It's disgusting. Thank you, Darkseid, for the 5 biddies. Jor-El sends little baby Kal-El off and everything, but he wants to send what he thinks will be his greatest protector, Brainiac, chat. And Brainiac is on the shuttle with little Kal-El. And it's not until the last moment that Jor-El realizes that Brainiac is responsible for the destruction of Krypton, the Kryptonian race, but rocket goes off, and Jor-El, like his last moments, it's very sad. He believes in his son, but he feels that Brainiac will take advantage of him and corrupt him, much like he corrupted his own planet in Destruction, chat. Rocket propels itself towards Earth, all that thing. It's like, oh, it's gonna be crashing, but no. What gets in its pathway, chat, is a satellite owned by LexCorp, chat. It's a LexCorp satellite. Crashes in the satellite, chat, damages the rocket, changes the trajectory, lands towards Earth. The thing is, the one thing that stays with the satellite wreckage, chat, is Brainiac. Whatever he might be, chat, I'm not sure. Maybe he's a part of the rocker of its technology or a chip or something, but he hits the rocket. Kal-El is separated from him. Whole thing of Kal-El Farm. We don't even see that, chat. We don't even see that. But Brainiac is up there, the satellite. We go down to, we see the rocket falling into Smallville, Kansas. Cut immediately, chat. Many years later, Superman has already been established in Metropolis for over a year. I don't want to see the fucking origin. I don't want to see Pa Kent die. That's done. We don't need to see that, chat. Like, very, very, very quick. Very quick, because you know the origin of Superman, chat. I didn't want to do the origin of Superman. I did the origin of Brainiac. That's what it was. We're in Superman. He's been a Superman for a full year, if not longer. He's dating Lois Lane. She knows that Clark Kent and Superman are one and the same, chat. They have a very loving relationship, very fun, very sarcastic. They have a good back and forth. Let's not beat around the fucking bush. All right? Let's get to it, chat. Let's get to it, chat. Everyone loves Superman. This is the dawn. This is the dawn of the superheroes, chat. This is where we can start to lay the ground for other things too. But superheroes have been around for a very long time, but now this is the most superpower beings that we've seen in quite some time. You get certain hints in the background. It doesn't even be in your fucking face all the time, but it's like, okay, there's other similar to other cities, little name drops, references, and things. It feels like a lived-in world, right? But in this world, chat, you have this company who is like the Apple of this world, chat, and it's LexCorp. That's why I want it to be, chat. LexCorp is literally the Apple of this world. You have a LexCorp phone. You have a LexCorp TV. You have a LexCorp laptop, chat. You have all this technology. You have all this technology, and it's thanks to the innovations, chat, the advancements. You have the military has contracts with LexCorp, chat. LexCorp is selling all sorts of technology around the world and everything. And all everyone knows it too, chat, is Lex Luthor's father at the time. But really the brainchild, chat, the Steve Jobs, chat, the Bill Gates of this world is Lex Luthor. And he's a philanthropist, he's a humanitarian, chat. He created all this wonderful stuff, doing goddamn presentations and everything. That would be my vision of this character, but it's all fucking facade. It's all facade, because what he really is, what he always wanted was to dominate. That's his thing, because all these dumb fucking, mudslingers, chat, these mud people, as he looks at them, they can't control themselves, and they need a proper leader to wrangle them in. And it's only through his technology and through his constant barrage of advertisements and all that he manages to have any semblance of control over these goddamn words. That's who Lex Luthor is underneath. That's who he always should be, chat. So you establish the threat of Lex Luthor. But Lex Luthor his success does not come from his superior intelligence, which he's smart. He's a very smart individual, chat. He's super intelligent. There's no doubt about that. But no, the reason for all the advancement of this technology, chat, of all these phones you have in your house and these TVs, these laptops, whatever have you, chat, Brainiac. They found that part of Brainiac in the satellite, chat, years ago, and it's because Lex Luthor learned from his father. And Lex Luthor disposed of his father, years later took over the company, chat, and it's through Brainiac that he learned all these different things and how to use this advanced technology, chat. We have Brainiac in our own homes, and we don't even realize it. And what has Brainiac been doing for decades? Let's say 25. Let's say my Clark Kent's like 25, 27. Let's say it's like, around that age, chat, 28. So Brainiac's been doing his thing for 28 years, chat, being inside your home, learning about you, your everyday life. He sees everything, chat. What you post on social media. I've thought through this. Yes, I have. Yes, I have, chat. He's big brother. He's more, brother. Yeah, exactly. That's what he means. He's big brother. He's learned all this, and what he sees, chat? The same thing he saw in Krypton. Humanity doesn't deserve to live. The answer to their problems is mutual destruction, death. And he's learned all this, and he's manipulated Luthor for all this time. That's what and he's been buying this time because he's weakened, Chad. He's weakened, and he needs the proper technology to finally harvest all the resources he can from Earth, the information, and go from world to world to world and leave. And I would set it up where Clark and Lois find out about this whole thing through Lex Luthor and realize, like, there's someone behind Luthor who's far more advanced and more powerful, chat, and it's Brainiac. And this whole movie would culminate in, Brainiac trying to destroy Metropolis. He's like, he's found out too early, chat, tries to harvest the city. Superman has to stop him, and he does stop him, chat. He does stop him. And he sends what's left, the vestiges of Brainiac out into typical Superman fashion, chat. What does Superman? Punches it, right? And he sends the vestiges of Brainiac into the sun to burn. But some of it survives. Chat. And what's left of Brainiac goes to another planet, Mars. And that'll come back in my Justice League movie, chat. But we still have a lot to establish. We guys still got a lot to establish here, chat. So I want to ask a question. How do you like that concept for Superman? How do you like that idea for Superman, chat? I'm very curious. Brainiac become a giant Spider-Man? Maybe. I like him as nerd. Oh, come on, little guy. I thought about this. That's a perfect idea. Thank you. It's cool, pretty cool. Thank you. That's how we do it. You make Superman a personal character, chat. He's the antithesis of Lex Luthor. He's in a lovely relationship with Lois Lane. They're dating. They got good chemistry, chat. That's how I would do it. I thought you were doing a scene-by-scene breakdowns. I could have been. I want to see this. Yes, come Hazel. This is much better than Zaxxon. Goddamn right it is. Yes, thank you, come Hazel. Anything we've seen so far, had so far, very good. Thank you. Deadpool loved it. We have a great start of Superman year 2. Yeah. It's like he's been Superman. He's been established. People love him. All that shit. So maybe I like it. Brian, and then the Batman shows up. Yeah, he knows about this before anyone. Of course, he's the smartest man on the planet. Lost Miracle, welcome to stream. I also got need a part where Lex Luthor gives some peach. We don't need that one. That would not be in my movie. I keep Lex Luthor a threat in all the Superman films, too. He's always in the background. He's always there. To always fuck with the... My Lex Luthor would very much be based on the Clancy Brown animated version, because we never gotten that Luthor in the films. I want that version, chat. But that's my Superman idea. You would find it interesting if the Green Lantern Kryptonian sector is absurd Lantern before Hal Jordan. More on that. I got my ideas for Green Lantern, chat. But another one, honestly, chat, Batman. So this is my Batman film. Pretty similar to what's happening with what seems Matt Reeves seems to be doing, chat. I think it would be really cool to establish a Batman who's already been established for a year, but unlike Superman, chat, where he's beloved by the people of Metropolis, he's loved, in the United States, around the planet. People really respect him. He's, just what he does, chat. He's the poster boy for superhumans, and he's got a great life. We see Batman, polar opposite, chat. He's been established much similar, a year in Gotham. He's in his mid-20s at this point. They fear him. People are terrified of him. They don't know what he is. He's very much labeled a vigilante, chat. He only has a few allies, chat. The GCPD, they hate him with the exception of people like Jim Gordon, but Jim works with him because he's good at what he does, and he catches these criminals, chat. I would have it where you've already had a couple of these villains established. Like, really what Matt Reeves has done, he seems to be layering into this world, is very interesting to me. I like what he's doing. With both of Catwoman and Penguin in the background, and maybe you have Harvey Dent there. Like, we can go all that. But my first villain would be kind of the opposite of a Brainiac level threat, chat. So you had this big, city-ending villain. This one, I'd be a Riddler. Riddler, I think, would be my first choice, honestly. He's a villain of the mind, chat. He's a serial killer. He's laying down these clues for Batman daring to catch him, chat. And I would layer in a greater mystery. Maybe there's a bigger reason why Riddler is doing this. Maybe he's seeking revenge against something. I would love to incorporate the Court of Owls, chat, as this organization that has existed for 250 years, since like the 1800s, controlling the wealth, the political system in Gotham City, chat, and the Riddler is trying to tear this down. And based on Batman's war of attrition with the Riddler of the mind going back and forth, he uncovers this mass conspiracy with the Court of Owls. I think that'd be really cool. And then of course you learn other villains, but everything in the background. But that would be my first film. I would make it again. But I've always said this about DC films, that what they should, it's a rainbow. You can have your bombastic superhero feature. You can have the buddy cop film in space. You can have the gothic noir murder mystery with Batman. Like, all these things should feel very different from each other, chat, but they also feel like they're all organic, work in the same world. I would ground Batman, I would have him fight the Riddler, and I would have the big conspiracy, big reveal be about the Court of Owls, chat, and have them kind of be an overarching threat through all the films, but also establishing all the other villains as we go on. That'll be my first one for Batman. So Matt Reeves seems to be doing that right now. Very intimate. You have Catwoman as the, again, polar opposite of what we saw with Superman, chat. He's in a loving relationship with Lois Lane. They're dating. They live together and shit. All that. Catwoman, it's the femme fatale. That's what you have it, Chad. It's that relationship. I mean, they have hot, sweaty sex all the time, but they're dark polar opposites. That's how I would do it. Very intimate. Very, very intimately. Learned from the cartoon, the Batman was badass. But yeah, it was. It was good version. Raven is a horror movie. Yeah, let's do it. Would Wonder Woman be cheesily like? No, I got my idea for Wonder Woman. I mean, that's my next one. That's my next one. I would focus on the other members of the Justice League first, like how Iron Man was pop before this movie, then bring in the big three. Yeah, that's true. I can do it that way. But I'm just going down the list. Chad. This is my version. This is my version. So that's what I would do with Batman, Chad. Matt Reeves seems to be going that direction, so I like what I'm seeing. Chad Riddler has never gotten respect in live action. Doesn't get a lot of respect in general. Cool, mind type of villain, Chad. Murder mystery, serial killer, puzzles, rizzles, detective. It's a detective story, chat. That's what I want. Yes, hot steamy sex, no doubt about it, chat. Next one, Wonder Woman. Now, Wonder Woman, I like some of what they did with Wonder Woman. I would like to make this a period piece. I'd like to make it where she is an immortal, where she has been around for a very long time. I would change certain things about the story. I like everything they did with Diana and Steve Trevor, Chris Pine. That was one of the best parts of the original Wonder Woman film, chat. I'm not talking about 84. I'm talking about the original film. Loved all that. Loved that it was a period piece. Mine, I would either have it be set in World War I or World War II. I mean, World War II gets a lot of play in superhero films, a lot of comparison to Captain America, but it's like, okay, so let's stick in World War I. I think that was a very smart move on their part. I dug that. I dug that a lot. The things that I would, the two big points that I will always criticize about the first Wonder Woman, chat, other than the third act, which I don't think is very good. But the two other big points, chat, is that they made the really bad mistake of just disposing of all the Greek gods, chat. In the opening of the film, they said, oh yeah, Ares killed all the gods. He killed Zeus, he killed Poseidon, he killed Hades, he killed all of them. All of them are dead. And it's like, what are you talking about? That's one of the most interesting aspects of Diana's rogues, of her interaction with all these other gods, how she keeps them between the mythical realm and the modern realm separate. She's like the go-between. And it was, to me, such a huge mistake that they just said, nah, it's done. I was like, oh, that was not smart. That was not smart, in my opinion. And then Ares was, he was Ares. He was Ares. Like, I don't mind the idea of him influencing war and causing destruction. That's to be a part of my film. I like that. But huge mistake to do away with all the Greek gods. I would have the Greek gods, like, what do the Greek gods look like today? How they operate in society. I always point to this one run in Wonder Woman, chat, by Brian Azzarello, where you have the Greek gods and how they operate in a modern society that has forgotten about them, and all the chaos they do, and how they all have their typical bickering like they did in all those myths. But how does that work in this world? How does Wonder Woman deal with that, chat? And this is her first introduction to that, where she has to deal with World War I, where you have, very similar, you have the character of Ares, where I don't want Ares to be like, oh, it's fucking, goddamn, Remus Lupin from, it was a facade. He's actually Ares. No, Ares is very upfront. No, I'm causing the fucking destruction on this planet. The Great War, the greatest war humanity has ever seen. I'm the one who's responsible for it. That's me. This is my baby. Deadpool, thank you so much for the 5 days. Who would be Diana's father? Some comics inhabited Zeus, Hades. I like the idea of Hades would be kind of cool, but that's just me, except that for sequels. I haven't thought that. I'm just doing the first film. There's a lot. I want to do too much. I want to play my hand too much. I want to keep it very simple. I want to have a lot. There's only one film I would have a lot of villains, and it'd be a good reason for it. And we'll get to that one eventually. But, chat, Ares very upfront. I'm manipulating fucking humanity. And the Amazons have always been separated from that. They've always been protected by Athena. And she's like, yeah, you keep your great war away from my people. But Diana feels, because very similar to the events of the first Wonder Woman, Steve Trevor, comes to this island after he tries to escape for something or whatever. Comes there. Diana feels like involved. She has this connection with this man, wants to protect man's world. Great. Now, the other big problem I had with the movie, chat, other than the destruction of the Greek gods, was the villains. The human villains fucking sucked. I didn't like Danny Houston, his character, whatever he was, the German general. And Dr. Poison was ridiculous. You know who my villain would be, chat? Because he's working in tandem with Ares, chat. He's maybe also could be maybe being influenced by Ares. He's been influenced by Ares for centuries. Because what Ares and this particular character loves so much, chat, war. And my villain, chat, it would be kind of like an alt history, chat. It would be an alt history in the DC world. Kind of like with Hydra in World War II. And the figure who is this German general might as well be the fucking leader of Germany, chat, of the I guess the Axis powers. Vandal Savage, chat. That's who the villain would be. That's who, and I would do hints that he's immortal, that he's been around for a long time, chat, but then later on you bring him back into the movie. He's like, wait a minute, I thought you died. He's like, oh, that was my grandfather. I'm not like that, but he's actually Vandal Savage. And he is the leader of these powers, chat. He's been leading the war front against the Allies, chat, and they're being defeated. I wouldn't have the war where it's like, I wouldn't do like, oh, we're going to have a peace treaty of the Germans. Like, you know, they're losing. No, I would have like Germans are winning this fucking war. Like I would do it where I would do an old history. Like they're about to take Great Britain. They're planning attacks on United States soil. And Vandal Savage is leading the goddamn charge, chat. That's how I would do it. And so she has to defeat both this mortal threat while also preventing Ares' plan. I wouldn't have her fight Ares. I would have her fight Vandal Savage and saying, no, man is not like this. Humanity is not like this. And your war, every war you attempt to make, I'll be there to stop you. That's what it'll be. And I would have, you know, the ending montage will be her fighting all these various wars, preventing Ares from wreaking havoc, chat. But it would end with her defeating Vandal Savage, seemingly killing him, but not really because he can't die. And he's back for another movie later on. But those would be my two villains. That's how I would do it. So very similar to what Patty Jenkins did. I would have the whole thing with Steve Trevor dying. I think that's very sad. His death doesn't have her. I would do it opposite what Patty Jenkins did, chat. She had Steve Trevor's death be the catalyst that stopped Wonder Woman for, I think, a long time from helping humanity, right? And I'd be like, no, that's the catalyst which made her want to help humanity. Because she found love in this person, and however long it lasted for, she found love in this world, and she will do anything she can to protect it from people like Ares and the Greek gods and their mischief, chat. And that's what we would do. And it starts with his death and the defeat, initially of Vandal Savage. That's how I would do it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Wesley97, for that follow. So what do you think about that one, chat? How would you like that? Deadpool, your movie would fit the summer of 1918. The Germans nearly overran the Allies. It was until the U.S. forces showed up and tipped. Yeah, check. You could do it that way. You could do it that way. They're going to run over us. Exactly. Perfect. Thank you for the 4 B's, Deadpool. I would left it similar, but I would take away Ares' influence altogether. Fair enough. They wanted to force Dan to deal with humanity, savagery, but through her encounters with Steve Trevor, she would see what humanity can be. Fair enough. Devin's like, love it. Cool. I like the Justice League animated series where Superman was teleported to Toyman and he meets yeah, that was a great episode. I love that episode. So Vandal's like, how you doing? I've been here. I've been by myself for so long. Hi. I love that. Vandal, 200 big event. Really? Oh, man, I think he'd be perfect for that. Because I would save him. I wouldn't like do away with him. I would say he starts here and then you see him later on. Like, I'm not in the killing villains for the sake of killing villains. I don't do that. I think it's cool to have these people continue. Like, I didn't kill Brainiac and Superman. I'm not going to kill Riddler in the next movie, in the Batman movie. I would not kill, like, Vandal. He appears to die, but he doesn't die because he's Vandal Savage. He comes back. Like, I would not kill him. Do you got idea for a lab DCU TV? It's like, cool. Meanwhile, DC executives sneaked in the stream to write everything. I hope they do. I want to fucking check, though. I like Vandal Savage being the villain. He was my favorite. Yeah, I think he's really affordable. I think it'd be a cool, because he also reminds me of, I'm taking a cue from the Justice League animated series shit. Like, all my stuff is based on that show. And I would give credit where credit's due, because Vandal Savage, it was World War II, where he was leading the Nazis during that time, and so much faith was placed in him and their war machine. And so I would just be like, let's just do that. That worked perfectly. But he keeps coming back. Oh, Chris Harris, I'm getting to it. I'm getting through it, I'm doing it. I got 7 movies. I just got finished with the 3rd one. But that'll be my pitch for Woman. Which other DC villain would you like to have as a standalone movie? I'll get to that in a bit. We're going to put a pin in that. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to just put a pin. I'll come back to that. I got to take a drink. Yeah, I got 7 movies for my first days because it ends with the 7. The Justice League, the seven members of the Justice League. Yeah, Chad. Oh, I thought of Deadpool. Are you liking this? Vandal Savage could be nearly as strong as Woman and could go exactly because he's learned all the skills. The radiation from the meteor gave him superhuman abilities. Exactly. So he's mind super intelligent, a master strategist, incredible in war. So there you go. Yeah, and also physically matching Wonder Woman. I think he'd be a great physical and mental threat. But Ares is the puppet master in the background, controlling everything. Oh, so now my next film chat that I would do, again, these could be done in any order, really, but my next movie would be Green Lantern chat. Now, DC already had Hal Jordan, so I would make the choice, chat, to go with Jon Stewart instead. Again, taking what the DC animated universe did, where the Green Lantern that they want to emphasize, chat, was Jon Stewart. You know, he was a special forces in the U.S. military, chat, recognized for his bravery, but he's dealt with a lot, chat. He's dealt with a lot. He has PTSD. This would be initially a little darker in tone. Honestly, what this is going to be, and you'll see where I'm going with this, is he's not the same person he once was because of the scars that war have left on him, chat, physical and mentally. But despite all that, he's chosen to be, Green Lantern of Sector 2814, chat, where instead of a giant fucking poo killing Abin Sur in the opening of the movie, chat, this is what I would do. There is a character from the Green Lantern comics called Atroticus, chat. This character becomes the leader of the Red Lantern Corps. He was also a war criminal, chat. Thank you, Chris Harris. So, American Sniper now. No, not that. I think that's just establishing who Jon Stewart is as a person, his background. Stay with me. It sounds dark at first, but there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. Stay with me. But the events that lead to Jon Stewart becoming the Green Lantern of Sector 2814. Thank you, Deadpool, for the 2 Bs. Jalen Majors would be great Jon Stewart. Sure, I mean, we can pick I haven't even thought of casting this. I just want to get the stories right. But what was I saying? So the film, Jon Stewart, that's like my establishment of who he is as a person, Chad. He has this PTSD. He's been through a lot of time. I mean, he has his family. Or maybe he doesn't have a family. Maybe he's single. I don't know. I haven't really thought of those details yet. Because that's not the relationship I want to focus on in this movie. But Abin Sur, he's transporting this character named Atroticus, chat. He later becomes leader of the Red Lantern Corps. Atroticus, he's like a galactic terrorist, chat. That's what he is, and he's always fighting this war against the Guardians, chat, the Green Lanterns, the people who created the Green Lanterns. And Abin Sur is arresting him for his war crimes, and he's bringing him before the Guardians and everything, or transporting him before the Guardians, chat. But the thing is, the reason why Atroticus hates the Guardians, we learn over time in the movie, and this is very important, especially for one particular character, because they question what they're actually doing, is he blames the Guardians for creating a police force. Before they even created Green Lantern, they created the Manhunters, chat. They're like androids, like robots. And the Manhunters, kind of similar to Brainiac, they were very intelligent, and they decided, well, to end conflicts, we just got to exterminate all these races. That's what we do. If we exterminate all these races, all these alien races, then conflict will end. And so they ravaged Atroticus's people. His species is now extinct, save for him and a few other lone survivors, chat. And he has waged this war against Guardians. So we don't find this out until the end of the movie. But it happens where the Manhunters, they still have their programming, chat. They still want to kill Atroticus, and they come after him. And in the process, they end up, mortally wounding Abin Sur. Atroticus, he escapes, chat. And I would have it where it establishes his own, he harnesses the power of his own rage, chat, and that forms the Red Lanterns and everything. Abin Sur crashes the Earth. It chooses it's the next person to take the ring, that person being Jon Stewart. And then the rest of the movie, chat, I would not spend any time on Earth. 15 minutes top on Earth, chat. I don't want to be on Earth anymore. Fuck Earth, okay? Fuck that fucking mudball. All right, I want to be there, chat. This is my goddamn DC superhero space opera, chat. That's where I'm going, okay? Out to space. And he's transported to fucking Noah. And you know what? He's like, what the hell is going on? And you're a guy, like they say, hey, you're a soldier. You have to protect this sector, but you haven't had any training. That's not what you're about. So we got to put you through the fucking crash course. You need a fucking partner. That's what it is, chat. It's a buddy cop movie. And who's his buddy? Sinestro. That's what the movie is, chat. It's Lethal Weapon in space, where you have Jon Stewart Jon Stewart is the Martin Riggs character, chat, and Abin Sur, chat, is the Murtaugh character, chat. That's what it is. Okay, I'm getting old for this shit, but there's tension because Jon Stewart doesn't really understand this world that he's existing, so it's slightly fish out of water. And Sinestro, he's like, you're taking over from my old mentor, and now I'm training you. And so they have these very differing styles, chat, where Jon Stewart, he's very much has a hair trigger. Sinestro's typically, I got to think these things out. I'm a little wiser than you, but they have to work together to stop not only Atronicus and his power that he has over the, and I can explain, just he harnessed the power of his own rage, chat, whatever. We can think of some other details later on to create the Red Lantern Corps. That's kind of happens in the animated series that they did a couple years ago. So that's what it is, but also the Manhunters too. That's the other threat in the film. And what they learn, Sinestro, Jon Stewart, they learn that the big reveal is the Manhunters were created as the Guardians. It's the reason why Atronicus has this war against the Green Lantern Corps is because the Manhunters destroyed and exterminated his people. And Sinestro is like, holy shit, I didn't know that. And he questions his own decisionship. But I would not have Sinestro like, I'm evil now. No. You develop that over time. I wouldn't have Sinestro going bad until the third movie. Third Green Lantern movie is the Sinestro Corps War. That's what it would be, chat. That's when he harnesses the power of fear, and because that's what he's afraid of, what the Guardians could be, what he could be, what he's been doing. And I just want the Green Lantern trilogy to focus on Jon Stewart and Sinestro and their relationship and how it diverges and how they go two different directions, and it's a tragedy because they're good friends. They're good, and by the end of the movie, they're great friends, chat. They are goddamn Mel Gibson and Danny Glover at the end of Lethal Weapon. That's what it fucking needs to be. That's what it needs to be for me, chat. All the details of the villains, whatever, but that's the crux of what the movie is. It's their relationship, chat. And I want 90% of this in space. All right, I want this in space. Are we still answering this one? Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I listen, I told you. He wanted my first face. With my sequel introduced Kyle Rayner, I'm not even thinking of that at the moment. I think that maybe. I'm not even thinking about that. My thing is the relationship between Jon and Sinestro. That's what I would. Let Chris cook. Thank you, Beast of Kev. That's what I was thinking. Well, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? It's like the idea where it's really about, I got to turn my fan on. I'm getting hot. Whole opera chat. The focus is on Jon and Sinestro. I know I'm going over this. He did say it was going to be a good discussion. Yeah, I said it was a good discussion. Sorry. I mean, I'll get to it. I'm halfway through at this point. I'm halfway through. We'll get to more. These I expand on. Some of the other ones I didn't really expand upon too much, but that was one. When I do this Hawk Girl, not there yet. Eventually I would. Shit, I need to watch the VOD. Please, Nipple. Well, this Deadpool's question. I want to give it the attention it deserves, shit. I've been thinking about this all along. But the end credits still, Sting had Danny DeVito play the Orange Lantern. That'd be funny, actually. I wouldn't mind that. Interesting idea. Thank you. Would you do Blackest Night? Eventually, I would. I would do Blackest Night, but the third movie. That's long play. That's Phase 5. We're already acclimated to the other Green Lantern. My next villain would be Larfleeze in the sequel. That's a long while. I just want to establish the relationship between Jon Stewart and Sinestro. But the final villain, the third film, would be Sinestro himself. And it'd be sad because you like the relationship so much. But that's how I would do it. So that's my idea for Green Lantern, chat. Buddy cop, lethal weapon, space opera. 90% in space. Next film, chat, The Flash. The Flash, chat. Now, with this one, chat. Now, I haven't really given too much thought about this, but I like the idea. Of time travel fucking up everything. Because that's what happens with Barry, Chad. This would be Barry Allen Flash. It'd be Barry Allen. He's working for the police, chat, in Central City. I would make this... This film would be very much focused on the Flash family. I always just kind of like the idea of Barry already married to Iris West. Like, he's already married to her, chat. He already, I don't know whether he has kids or anything but he's a young guy. He got married. Thank you. 5 days. Barry creates 5 times. Exactly. That's what always happens. And that's what I want the movie to be. Time travel fucks everything up. And it's not how you think it's going to be. It's not Barry fucking up the time travel chat. It's someone else. But this is my pitch. I like the idea of the Flash film being about family in more ways than one. He's already married to Iris West. You already have Wally in there, but he's not the Flash yet. He's not Kid Flash. And I don't want to do that yet. But the family's a big part, and the reason, Barry loves his job, he loves his life. Everything's going really well for him, chat. He has a great job working for the Central City Police Department, chat, as, a CSI, investigator, chat. Crime scene investigator. That was his profession in the comics. And it's like nothing seems to be going wrong for him. He just seems to be, hey, life is great. But then you have these criminals, chat. You have these these fucking idiots, these morons who, despite their best efforts, always end up getting caught no matter what, chat. They're wannabes. But suddenly, an opportunity presents itself. And you have this figure who says, hey, you have potential. What you're doing is, I like what you guys are doing, what you always attempt to do. The thing is, you just don't have the technology to do so. And I could provide that if you could do one thing for me. And they're like, what do you need us to do? He's like, well, before we get to that, let me go ahead and show you what I will give you. And chat, this figure gives the weapons for Captain Cold, Captain Boomerang, chat, Mirror Master, all these, and we get the rogues. We get the formation. This is the one film I would have a lot of villains in, chat, but they're all kind of fuck-ups. They're fuck-ups until they get this equipment, chat. And you have the Flash rogues, chat. And the rogues have been a part, when they, separately, they're fuck-ups. When they're together with their technology, they're actually a legitimate threat. And you have all these guys come together to do a particular thing. They get all their weapons and equipment, chat, from this individual. And they have them like, whoa, this is awesome. This is what we all need. This is great. We can live. We live rich. We can rob any bank. We can do anything. And the guy goes, you have to pay me back. And they're like, okay, what do you need? What do you need us to do? And this figure says, I need to do one thing. Kill Barry Allen. That's the mystery, chat. That's the setup. It's like they want to kill this guy we just met. He seems to have a great life. Why? Why? What's the big reason? Did he find out who this guy was? A crime or whatever, based on his detective skills or something? Working as a crime expert. Working for the Central City Police Force. And they're like, we don't know. We don't know at first. And these figures go to kill Barry Allen, chat. They try to hurt his family. They try to hurt him. In the process, Barry's, uncle, I can almost assume, or he has figures. You have the older Flash, chat. You could have some family members that he has, this lovely family that we see, some of them die in the process. But because of a malfunction with the equipment, or because the rogues don't know how to use their equipment very well, it fails and it causes an accident, chat. I don't know how this accident would be, but it does something to Barry. And he develops these powers he never had before. The ability to run faster than anything on the goddamn planet, if not the galaxy, if not the universe, chat. It creates the Flash. Their attempts to kill him creates him, chat. And he saw his family suffer because these people were coming after him, and he'll do anything in his power to stop them. And he does so. He stops the rogues, chat. He stops the rogues from using this technology to hurt other people, chat. Now you're thinking, okay, that's great, but what's the big reveal in the movie? Why did this person set this up in motion? They wanted to kill Barry Allen, but they created the Flash. And the person who wanted to kill the Flash, chat, Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, who came from the distant future, chat. Because what he wanted to do, he pulled a fucking Terminator, chat. That's what he wanted to do. Because his greatest enemy, chat, who has always stopped him at every single time, is the Flash. And he said, fuck it. I'm just going to go and kill him. I'm going to kill him when he's in the goddamn crowd. I'm going to do that. I'm going to send these guys out. Now I look like I'm involved. And what he inevitably ends up doing, he creates him. He births him, chat, and it fucking tears him apart. That's the big reveal. And then you save the Reverse Flash for the sequel, chat. That's a reveal. He's a fanboy troll. No, he tried to legitimately kill him, but he failed. He's like, shit. And you have the whole thing. It's like, you got to do something. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. That's what it is. A fast movie about family? That's what it would have been. That would have been the reveal. Yeah, that's what it been, chat. But yeah, that's the setup. That's the setup where time travel fucks with the timeline, chat. Except it's not Barry, it's Eobard Thawne who fucks it up. Family Chronos type of Flash. Yeah. Well, I would have it be Barry's living the greatest life. Who would want to kill him? Who would want to kill this guy he's good at his job, he has a loving wife, he has a loving family, and you have this thing that just happens to him. It's like, what the hell? And what about that idea? I need this movie to happen. Thank you, Casfe. So you like that idea? It also sets up the sequel. Because in the sequel, the Reverse Flash, Eobard Thawne, he tries to, okay, I got to do this myself now. Because I don't want him to fight like another version of himself at first. I think it'd be kind of cool to use all these villains in the movie, but use them right. Use them right, chat. Yeah. So I need to move in. So I hope you like that, Cass. Anybody? Well, any thoughts on that idea? I got 2 more. Witness! Oh, Jesus, God, witness me. Double toasted. Thank you so much for the raid. Nick Diaz, the Chat Attack chat. Please do check out the Chat Attack. Nick Diaz, one of the backbones of DT community. Make sure that the wheels don't fall off the goddamn car. Thank you so much, Nick. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Or soon to be New Year. You are where you might not be New Year quite yet. Trying to kill your enemies creates more enemies. Exactly, that's how it would be. Are you asking Blasian? I would love to see more Black and Asian relations. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Yeah. Michael Leal would nail it as reverse. He could do a good job. Bear was always going to end up being Flash, but Zoom caused him to become Flash sooner. Alternate history. Yeah, exactly, Deadpool. Yep. There you go. Exactly. There you go, man. Devin, love it. Thank you. Troy, I'd honestly love a Spider-Verse like Flash sequel, except it's just a Flash thing with Jay Garrick. I would do that. I would say Jay Garrick, Barry Allen, Wally West, and even Barry's grandson, since time travel fucks up again. And I would have it where the Flashes are introduced over time. I would do, Wally West and Burt and all those other Flashes. Yes, they would come in the sequels, no doubt about it. Oh, it would expand. No doubt about it, man. But I want to establish that and how it's fucking the villain who creates his hero. Because so often in these movies, you always see, the hero create the villain or, back and forth and everything like that. So I want to do the opposite. I think that'd be kind of fun. Who's next? So the other one, the final one, chat, before the big film, the big crossover event, chat. Just going to see. I'm searching for the whole archive in camera. Oh, no. Okay, Chris, speaking of keeping the wheels filling up, I have a random question for you. It's about a video. Do you remember which show and how long that Corey bought MF do? He brought it up today. He brought it up today on 8-Bit Crumbs. It came towards the end of the show, I'd say. Check the last 40, 35 minutes. That's when he brought it up. Yeah, that's when he brought that up. Now, Ronnie, I don't have it. Oh, okay, just talking about here. Excuse me. But no, in the next, the 6th film, the franchise shall be Aquaman. And this one I haven't given a lot of thought to. I like the thing with my issue with the original Aquaman film is it's 4 Aquaman movies in one. It's way too much. It's like this. We're going to get one shot to make an Aquaman movie. Let's put all the Aquaman in this. All the Black Manta, the fucking, cannibal fish people, Orm, all this shit. It's like, whoa. It's bloated. It's too big. It's too big. And where in this first movie, chat, I mean, similar to the first film to a degree, where you have Aquaman's mom. She leaves her kingdom. She forms a relationship with a land dweller, chat, a human. They have this child, chat. Arthur Curry. It's very kind of like a Thor-esque movie in a way. He develops all these abilities and everything. Doesn't really understand himself. Mother comes back to him desperately, seeking help because her pure blood son, Chad Orm, is a fucking dictator under the goddamn sea, and she needs him to claim his place. He doesn't even know if he wants something like that. He didn't ask for it. He's very much the king who doesn't want to be king. He takes it begrudgingly, Chad. I think that's cool, but I would not have Black Man in there. I would not have the cannibal fish, all these different fucking things. It's like, let's keep it simple, Chad. Let's do Game of Thrones. Let's do Game of Thrones and the politics and the backstabbing under the goddamn ocean. That's how we do it. And have it be about Orm and how Arthur is a much better leader than what Orm could be, and his war of the surface and everything. That's how it would be. I think that's how I would do it. So Aquaman was basically, fuck it, we might not get. That's what it was. It was too much. I didn't mind the ideas. I don't mind. I think Jason Momoa was good casting as Arthur. That doesn't bother me at all. It was too much. It was way too much. It just felt bloated. Minus the incest, of course. Minus the incest, sure. Game of the under the sea. Yeah, exactly. That's how I would do it. Now, I haven't given a lot of thought to that because I want to, I'll give more thought, but that's how it would be, Chad. And he begrudgingly takes the mantle of leadership, because he doesn't. That's the people who always deserve to be king, people that don't want it. And that's what it would be, Chad. I think that'd be kind of cool. So that one's very simple, very straightforward, chat. Maybe I'll expand upon it later on, but let's just meet Orm, family. It'll be about family reconciliation, chat. It'll be about family reconciliation. And coming to terms with what we've done in the past and accepting people for who they are. And sometimes you have to make choices for for the many instead of the needs of the few. If, to quote one of the great philosophers, chat, Spock, of course. Now, all of these movies would eventually lead to a Justice League film, chat. I would end my phase 1 with a Justice League movie. Would connect Poseidon. Yes, I would. I would layer in all the Themyscira stuff. I would layer it in. So it's like Aquaman. Is this biology? Is this based on the Greek gods? Like all that be in there. You could almost have Poseidon being like, that'd be kind of cool. Tying with Wonder Woman. I haven't given a lot of thought to that, but I like that. That's a good idea, Edman. Very good idea. Very good. But it'd be about family reconciliation, exactly. At the end of the day, that's what that would be about. But it would all coalesce into a Justice League movie, chat, where all these heroes have to come together. And I would partly base this on the first several Justice League episode, chat, which is the invasion of the White Martians, but I would do a twist on it. Because they all have to come together, chat, because something has been happening in all their cities. And they've seen this before, and Superman has this before, and it's the return of Brainiac. Except this time, chat, he's more powerful than ever, and he has this technology that he did not have previously, chat. And he's basically he's fast-tracking his destruction of the planet. That's what he's doing. And we come to learn, chat, that when he was seemingly destroyed and a part of him, the vestiges of him, survived, and they headed towards another world, chat, because he realized there was another civilization in the Sol system. In our system, chat, the Sol system. And that civilization's on Mars. Now, we don't see it on the surface because it's not in the surface, chat. It's below the surface. And these are the Martians. He goes there. And Brainiac, much like he did with Krypton, chat, eradicates them. Over all this time, ever since the first Superman movie, chat, he eradicates them all. And he absorbs this technology and their history and their biomass, chat, and sends them back to Earth as sleeper agents. And what can the Martians do? They can transform into different people. They can hide in plain sight, chat, except these people have been corrupted. They've been corrupted by Brainiac and his technology. They're basically biomechanical beings at this point, chat, solely used as weapons of war. You know, this was a peaceful race that wanted to live in secret, didn't want to be bothered by humanity, anyone, chat, and Brainiac destroyed them. But there's a lone survivor among them. And he went to the Earth, chat, to ask them for help, seek vengeance, to redeem his failures of failing to protect his people. And this person would be John Jones, chat. And this movie, yes, is a Justice League film, but it's a John Jones movie, chat. Because the person who forms the Justice League isn't Superman, isn't Wonder Woman, isn't Batman, isn't the Flash, isn't Green Lantern, isn't Aquaman. So Among Us, yes, more stabbing. But the person who forms the Justice League, chat, and is the heart of the team, and it's the heart of this movie, is John Jones. That's who it is. It's his film. And I would love to give him moments with each and every single character. I think he would have a special kinship for two people in particular, chat. And this film would also, I think, be a big crux of the movie, too. The two people you'd share a kinship chat with, it would be Superman, who also lost his race. His entire civilization was destroyed by Brainiac, so they have that in common. And also, John lost his entire family. His wife, his children, his parents. And he would share that, sadly, that tragedy with Batman. And I would really like to focus on the three of their relationship and how, even though they came from very different walks of life, they have all these things in common. And that would be the big thing in the movie, chat. Like, the two people who butt the heads the most are Superman and Batman, because they are polar opposites in almost every way. But then John Jones shows them, you're not so different from each other. You have these similarities. We all share this. And we've went through these things, and we can be better for it. And I want to help your people where I couldn't help my own. Because I want to retroactively try to fix my mistakes and do this with you. And in that moment, Bruce and Clark recognize that and come together, and everyone forms the Justice League, chat. And they kick Brainiac's ass, shit. They kick his ass, and they make sure that robotic bastard, shit, that robotic man, we're gonna send you. We may not kill you, but we're gonna send you in the deepest reaches of fucking space as possible, until you can't hurt anybody on the edges of dark space, chat. So it would take you billions of fucking years to fucking crawl your way back to us. And that's what they do. And they kick his ass so hard for what he did. Boom! Send him out there. And the Justice League is formed. And despite being so different, chat, despite the differences, what made them so successful as a team. Even the ones who, honestly, would tear each other apart. Now they're the best of friends, chat. They embrace their differences. They embrace what they do and what each member brings to the team. But you need an end credit stinger. And we see the fucking vestiges of Brainiac floating out in space. She's like, well, this fucking sucks. I'm not going to be able to do this for a few millennia. Chat, but there is an individual who exists in dark space. On the edge of the universe, even. And he has come upon, chat, by the armada of Darkseid. And that sets up Darkseid to be an eventual threat way, way down the road, chat. Using the knowledge that Brainiac has of all of his eventual enemies, chat, of the Justice League. And that, not Steppenwolf, and that, my friends, would be my phase 1 of the DC cinematic universe. You're welcome. You are welcome, chat. I told you I thought this out. I told you. Oh, my God. I told you. Oh, John Jones would be a detective. God, the Spy Legend back. That'd be cool. Yeah, New Frontier. All the way to the source. All the way. Troy, really big reveal that could be that Brainiac's tech was based on Apocalypse. That could be good, too. And that time why he became the way he did. And sets the dark side. New gods, well, also tying the old gods and everything. But yeah, it'd be cool, too. You can do that. Very much so. Also, good night. Good night. Urban Nights, kick ass, and chew bubblegum. Happy New Year, and think about it. Think about it, hero. Good night, Austin. Have a great evening. Thanks for the support. This question, actually, what would these movies be rated? PG-13. PG-13. Yeah, well, every single one PG-13. But first, we need to bang explosions. Troy, Happy New Year, my friend. Happy New Year, Troy. Better than sex. Thank you, Glee. Thank you, applause. Yes. Thank you, chat. No, thank you, Austin. Have a good evening. Thank you so much. Deadpool, thank you so much again for the 10 biddies. Can I executive produce credit? Sure. Welcome up the better than section. Thank you, Devin. You went Corey with his Endgame fan. Oh, I did? Oh, I got my own fan. That is my fan fiction, Thunderwing. No doubt about it. But that's how it's set up. That would be my first. That would be my phase 1, chat. And that is just the beginning. 7 films. Chris Guy direct. Well, you're right. Sure. I think that'd be fun, chat. Because I love these characters. And, anyone says they're hard to adapt. They are not. They are not, chat. You just got to understand who they are as people. And then the movie writes itself. It writes itself, chat. Honestly, it does. All the contention between them, the loving relationships they have between themselves. It's all right there. Bruce Timm and his people figured this out years ago. Yeah. There you go, Chad. Definitely see your passion for these guys. Thank you. No, yeah, I know that took a while to answer, Chad. It was like a 45-minute answer to that question, but I told you, Chad. It would be a long one. It'd be good for a discussion. So, Deadpool, thank you for asking it. You finally made me actually give some thought to all this, Chad. But that would be my phase 1. And making me in charge of catering. I will allow it. Just seeing the people with the passion, love these guys. That's what it always comes down to, chat. Worth it. And I'm glad you liked it, chat. Apologies for those of you like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. But I had to watch phase 2. You know what? Bring them. Yeah, Devin. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. We layer in the magic with Aquaman and Wonder Woman. That's where the magic kind of is like, okay, it's in the background. Like, what is it? The gods and everything like that. That's in the background. But don't worry. Shazam, chat. You got Shazam. You got Black Adam. You got all these other films coming on up. Oh no, I would get into the good stuff, chat. I'd get into the good stuff. Static Shock. You introduce the Robins, the Bat Family. Oh, I got plans. I got to give us another round. I know. I do. I got to think about that. Ask me like in the future, sometime in the future, Chad, about phase 2. But that would be my phase 1, Chad. That would be my first 7 movies that I would do for that. Hope you liked them. I'm excited to see these non-existing movies. Thank you, Brian. Okay, Happy New Year, everyone. I'm late for some. I know, but I just want to... Okay, Happy New Year, Day. Cheers, chat. Thank you for listening to me blab about what I would do for DC movies. But that's my ideas. That'd be my idea. I think it'd be fun. She's gonna be like, yeah. Any plans for Vandal Savage? Yeah, Thunderwing. It's Wonder Woman. Oh, I had plans. Yeah, you should have been here earlier for my discussion. For those of you who got in here late, check out the VOD, chat. for my ideas for DC films, I brought up Vandal Savage, and he'd be a part of my Wonder Woman idea. That's what he would be a part of. Check that out, my friend. Check that out, my friend. I think it's pretty cool. But chat, let me go. Cheers and salute. I need a fucking drink. I need a drink. Hold on. All right. So very good question. Whew, very good question from Deadpool. Let's get to some other ones tonight, chat. We have some other ones. Let's see. And after this, after Deadpool's, we have John Early. We have questions from John Early, and then Color Me Hazel. Those are the other questions, chat. So let's get to some of these right now. Honestly, how dare you pitch me these movies? I'm sorry, C-Mab. I didn't mean to deny you these movies. But I care about these characters. I know how they work. I know they work in tandem with each other. Deadpool, the Zod shows up. I would have exactly. Zod shows up in Phase 2, destroying and trace Brainiac by destroying the city and all that. Brainiac effect attack. I like that. Now, I would definitely have Zod in the future. I would have Zod in the second one, and also Metallo. And that would change people's opinion on Superman, because the Kryptonians there. People start to fear Kryptonians and fear Superman, because it's revealed that he's not human. He is a Kryptonian. People are like, we don't trust you. And Metallo is established as I'm here to save the day, but he's a lackey, an abomination creature created by Lex Luthor. I would do all that, man. I got some ideas for my sequels, no doubt about it. Naya will you partake in any video game shenanigans? Probably not, Naya Brownie. I realize that this is good. I'll finish these questions up, and I might have to bid you guys adieu. I've been doing this almost for 3 hours. Video game shenanigans will be well, no, they won't be tomorrow either. I'll be doing my other stuff as well. Del Luna. Jumanji. Yeah, people are learning Jumanji like to end this game of 2020. Congrats. Yeah, Mountain Time people. Jumanji to you. Happy New Year to you. Yeah. Can we, Metallo would be in my Superman sequel. That's how I would do it. Would you give Wonder Woman an invisible jet, though? No. I would not do that. No. I would not give her the invisible jet. I wouldn't know how to work that. And how they didn't, I'm not going to say anything. I can't even say anything, Chad, because it'll be a spoiler. But I would not, she can fly in my movie. Wonder Woman can fly. That's how I would do it, Chad. Oh. But let's go ahead and get to John Early Brightburn's questions, chat. And we'll continue on. But I probably will not do gameplay tonight, because I know it's getting left up there late. It's past 1 a.m. So next time I do gameplay will probably be on maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do multiplayer shenanigans. Because the thing is, we do the watch party. Because then that'll be, I'll probably do multiplayer shenanigans tomorrow, Nia Brownie. That'll be tomorrow. Probably not tonight. Can we get Cheetah Butthole? I would not even have Cheetah. I don't like the character of Cheetah in the comics. She's just fucking weird to me. I would do all the Greek god stuff. I would do all the Greek god. That would be me. I'm not leaving, Steve. I'm not leaving. I'm sticking around for probably another 45 minutes to an hour. So you got me for a little bit longer. But here's another question. This is the question from John Early. John Early, thank you for being a subscriber on my Patreon at the Juicy Gains level. Oh, and also Deadpool, thank you for being a subscriber at the Revenite level. Very, very kind of you, sir. Very, very kind. Thank you so much. There's a question from John Early. What do you think about Mexican food? I like it. Like traditional Mexican food? Yes. I assume you tried it because you're close to Mexican. Yeah, well, I mean, Texas. I've had different types of Mexican food, chat. Obviously, I have Tex-Mex, what I know is not authentic Mexican food. But I've also had authentic Mexican food, chat. There are a number of great Mexican restaurants in Texas that are proper Mexican food, chat. No doubt about it. I love tamales. I've had real, authentic Mexican tamales, chat. And I will do songs. I will do songs tonight, yes. I will. Wow, Chris, you should write for DC. Thank you, Too Tall. Thank you. That is an amazing compliment. That means the world to me. Seriously, guys, I'm glad you like these ideas. I want to expand upon them even more. I would love to do comics for DC. That'd be great. I mean, it'd probably burn me out, probably kill me on the inside, but I would love that. Love that. Absolutely love it. Oh, or do animated versions. I would also love to be a writer, like for those animated shows. That'd be so much fun too. But I will do songs. But no, authentic Mexican food, and there are a number of places. You have Tex-Mex, of course, and I like Tex-Mex. Tex-Mex is great, but authentic Mexican food is amazing. I've had authentic Mexican tamales. They are delicious. Chat. No, I have no Mexican. Thankfully, I live in Texas, which has a good cuisine scene. She has a good restaurant scene. I mean, I think typically people in Texas, they just think, oh, Tex-Mex and barbecue, but no, they have all sorts of things. Especially in Austin, chat. It's like a hodgepodge, a cultural melting pot of all sorts of restaurants, chat. Everything from Asian to European to Central American to South American cuisine, chat here. And no, I've had authentic Mexican cuisine. I'm a very big fan. I love trying new foods. I'm not a picky eater, Chad. I'm not a picky eater. I mean, there's something, I don't like coleslaw. I'm not a big coleslaw guy. But other than that, I'll try anything once. I want to experience different things, Chad. Great. I always said this. I said this before. Always a great way to experience a culture, Chad. If you can't go there, then eat the food. Eat the food, Chad, to get a real sense of a culture, a country's heritage is through their cuisine. That's a great way. It's a great first experience. Great first impression, in my opinion, Chad. Always like that. Christian, if you're a fish, I'm sleeping. Goodbye. Love you all. Have a good night. I hope every day this year is the best day ever to you all. My guys, my family, chat. You guys make me happy all the time. Stay blessed and stay care. Chris, thank you for all the support. Have a great evening. Sleep well. Get you sleep. Gotta have big. I haven't had big brie. I've not had big brie, Kimberly. But no, I love authentic Mexican food, Tex-Mex, all the variations of them. No, I'm always open to try new things. And no, authentic Mexican food, hell yeah. I like the food of Mexico. No doubt about it. Question number 2. Sometimes I get hungry that I literally devour my food and I barely taste it. Does that ever happen to you? I mean, at times I'm eating something that's not like, it's generic or whatever, but not recently. I do a lot of meal prep, and I try to make things pretty tasty for myself. I do a lot of chicken dishes. I make a lot of chicken dishes. I do a lot of fish dishes, like salmon. I do a lot of baked salmon in the oven. I do that. I wish I had a grill because I would do grilled salmon, chat. And I do like pork chops. I do like meal prep, and I have black beans and rice and mixed veggies or roasted veggies or roast red potatoes, something like that. Like I try to represent all the food groups, chat. Sometimes I have eggs. I do, small breakfasts and things like that. But no, I don't. I haven't really. Not recently. I mean, sure, back in the day when you're in college, of course. Like I gotta fucking study. I gotta get going. Eat cereal, Raisin Bran. Sure, but not recently. No, I try to. Especially now. I can just take my time and just enjoy my food and, eat it slowly over time. That's usually the best way. You never want to rush eating. It's not an enjoyable experience to me. So, no, just to sit down and relax. You're watching something or listening to music or whatever, No, I try to take time to actually enjoy my food. I love cooking, as you guys know. So that's also a great experience for me. So I always try to take the time to enjoy it and not rush. I don't want to, rush or anything because it's not a pleasant experience in all honesty, chat. So I try to avoid that. I know of an air fryer. No, I don't have an air fryer. I know a lot of people getting air fryers now. My job, my day job, the last person who I worked with, a fellow employee, a coworker, they had an air fryer. They were always talking about it. But I never got one. I want to get oh shit, what's it called? Help me out here, chat. Not the cooking pot. What's it called? You can do like meals like very fast in it. It's also a fucking fire hazard apparently. Crock pot. I need a crock pot. Yeah. I want to do a crock pot. I want to do like veggie chilies and things. I think that'd be kind of fun. You can do like because I remember at work I had several professors who always bring their crock pots, and they all did these little veggie chilies and things. I was like, that'd be good to do, and just have that all week or, several times a week. It'd be kind of good. Yeah, crock pot. That's something I want to invest in someday, Che. Get a crock pot. Instant pot, exactly. I do all sorts of things in there. I know that sometimes you gotta be careful with them, though. Okay, what's the big thing about Instant Pots or the crock pots on stair? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. But I would like to get a crock pot. But to answer your question, no, I try to enjoy my food. Cooking it and eating it. Question 3 from John Early. I'm going to basically dip my toe into PC gaming. I honestly don't have much faith in myself because of my learning disability for building a PC. So pre-build here I come. Do you think that's the best? Because I honestly don't know how to do it. No, listen, man, I'm right there with you. I don't know how to do it either. And I bought a pre-built PC before I started streaming because I wanted to have the proper equipment beforehand. At least all the equipment I thought I would need at the time. And they have a number of great rigs that are on Amazon available to you, and they explain it and all that. I reckon that's what I did, and it worked out for me personally. Because maybe I could put together a PC. I don't know if I just follow the instructions. Then sure, but I wanted to get something that I know, like, hey, what's a good PC, like a real good PC. It has all this stuff. There's a plague, but I want to future-proof a little bit, of course. And I bought a Skytech gaming rig. And it's worked out for me, chat. I've had very few issues with it. Like, I can't really think of anything. I mean, anything I've had issues with the stream has been OBS related, I think. So it's not even the SkyTech gaming rig's fault, or it's my fault. But no, I bought a pre-built PC, and it's worked out for me very well. So I also would not trust myself to build one because I probably would mess something up. What's a question you hate answering just because you get asked to all the time? Too much time. Question I hate answering? I don't mind answering, certain questions even over again. That's not bad or anything. I mean, you can ask me anything. I'm not really upset by that. Usually, I mean, maybe if I answer questions several times, like I answered that before, I do like a quick kind of, Cliff Notes version or something. I'm not annoyed, It doesn't bother me. I'm not at that point in my life yet. It's like, this question, no, it doesn't bother me. I'm good. I'm happy to answer questions. Happy to have you guys here watching. Matter of fact, I'm honored to ask these questions. I'm glad you guys would even ask them to me. So, but yeah, I would just go pre-built for me, man. That's what I did. Maybe you should do the same thing. Amazon has some great builds. Question 4. Do you think you could watch The Dark Knight and Joker back-to-back as a double feature? And would it be a better one than, say, Batman Begins and The Dark Knight? Or The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises? I mean, you could do that. It depends on you. It's very subjective what you want to do. I mean, Batman Begins and Dark Knight flow really well into each other. I mean, I guess you could say the trilogy. I'm not a big fan of Dark Knight Rises personally. So if I had to marathon them or if I had to watch them back to back, it would be Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. Joker is a more grounded version of the Joker. So I can see that. That's not a big, it's not wrong. However you want to watch these movies, that's totally fine. But yeah, if I had to, I would probably watch Batman Begins and Dark Knight back to back. That would just be me. Here we talk, fuck Mitch McConnell. Agreed. Hashtag fuck Mitch McConnell. He is a piece of shit. I don't like him. He prevented all of us from getting $2,000, and he's also just a really bad human being too, chat. Fuck that turtle man. Shove a piece of fucking lettuce down his throat, and then he can leave office. That's what I'd want. RomCQ or RomQC, welcome to stream. Yep, R.I.P. MF2. I've learned his name is Metal Face Dude today. Steve, I want an enemy review. How much I gotta donate? Enemy review? Well, what's it? Is that a movie? Thank you for the biddies, Steve. By the way, thank you for the 14 biddies. For the movies, I would put it on a poll if you want to suggest it for a poll. I mean, I think I owe you guys a couple of polls tonight. 2 more movie polls, so I can put it up there tonight if you want me to. I can do that. That's my answer. I mean, it's very subjective how you want to watch movies. I mean, but for me, I guess I would probably just watch Batman Begins and Dark Knight back to back. All right. Last question. Speaking of Batman Begins, have you ever done this? Make a double feature viewing of Batman Begins in a film that's similar to the tone of it. So it's going to relate to your previous question. Like, say, Batman Begins and Casino Royale or Batman Begins and Doctor Strange, because I heard Grace Randolph compare Doctor Strange and Batman Begins. With the East Asian influence, sure, when he goes to, like when Bruce goes to, I forget where, I guess it feels like somewhere in Asia. It's definitely somewhere in Asia. And Doctor Strange goes, I guess, in Tibet or Nepal. Never crossed my mind, really. I mean, I could see certain comparisons, how they share a lot of the same DNA in that regard, maybe the origin stories, at least to the locations. But, I mean, I watch whatever movies back to back when I'm feeling. Honestly, I haven't really done many back-to-back viewings of movies unless it's for content creation, if I'm doing commentaries for it or if I'm doing reviews for it on my channel. Sometimes I watch very different things from each other. For example, chat, I did I guess it's kind of, not really related, but, as an example of something very starkly different. I watched Misery for my review the other day, and after that I did a commentary in a full video reaction for Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, which is available on my Patreon right now. So, yeah, I need to start the contrasted viewings, but it's mostly for content creation, really. But I still watch stuff for enjoyment, of course, but so much of the stuff I watch for enjoyment now is for content creation. It kind of works hand in hand, works in tandem with each other. Pryor, how you doing, Juicy? Happy New Year, Pryor. Happy to have you here. Cheers and salute to you, my friend. Hope you're doing very well. It's been a great stream. Been very, very fun. My longest Class in the Glass cast for you ass with a little bit of sass on record. It's been great. Santa Conquers Martians. He took over. He killed all of them, chat. And John Jones is pissed. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it, chat. How would you rate the Joker from the trilogy compared to the other Jokers? From Nolan's trilogy? Oh, it's my favorite. Well, if we're not are we counting Mark Hamill? Because if we're counting Mark Hamill, then that's hard. Because for me, he's kind of my Joker. I mean, he's voiced the character for nearly 30 years at this point. But it's hard. Live action, he's by far the best. I thought Joaquin Phoenix is great. I love Jack Nicholson's version. No, I don't even hate Jack Nicholson or Joaquin Phoenix. I think they did a good job for their versions. But in terms of live action, I still got to get the Heath Ledger. I think everyone was surprised by it, and it's just a really cool, like pop culture zeitgeist performance I will never forget. It's on, to me, par with a lot of villainous performances in films. He did an excellent job. Amazing job, chat. Amazing job. No doubt about it. Yeah, the only bad one is Leto. Yeah, he's the only bad one, chat. Like, all the other ones, Cesar Romero, it's not my thing. I wouldn't say it's like, oh, he was great, but it's like, he's not bad. He's just, it's the movie, it's the tone they're going for in that series, chat, and he served that tone well in the capacity that he worked with the chat. I wouldn't say it's my favorite iteration of the character, but I wouldn't say he's bad in the role. No, it's not my cup of tea. But it worked for what they were doing at the time. So, no hate. But Leto sucks. Leto's version sucks. I do not like his version. It's like, all right. It's like, no. I don't need that shit. No fucking thank you. No fucking thank you, Chad. Anyone you would like to see cast as Joker? Bill Hader. If I had to direct a Batman movie, I would like to cast Bill Hader, who has been on SNL. He's in a really great series called Barry, which sadly was delayed. The season 3 was delayed because of Corona. But I think Bill Hader would do a great job. Very interesting. Thank you, Super Tupac. Thank you. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool. I think he's a great comedic actor and a great dramatic actor, and I would like to see what he could do. Tom Baker is a good Joker for Arkham Origins, Assault on Arkham. Tom Baker? Tom Baker. Oh, you mean Troy Baker. Troy Baker. Gotcha. Troy Baker, yeah. Drizzle, Chris, I got a question for you, my brother. When the MCU brings X-Men into the big screen, would you like to see play the X-Men character? I'll answer that in just a bit. That's a good question. No, that was fun. That was John Early's last question. So John Early, thank you for the questions. I do appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for subscribing at the Juicy Gangsta level. I've talked about this briefly for X-Men. I think it would be really cool to see. If I had my choices, I would like Giancarlo Esposito to play Charles Xavier. People want him as Magneto. I think it would be better as Charles Xavier. I want to see him play a good guy. I would like that. Magneto, I would do a very different iteration of the X-Men, Chad. We got 20 years of X-Men films. Let's change it up. Let's modernize a little bit. Magneto, Denzel Washington. I think it'd be really cool. Wolverine, Danny DeVito is my first choice, of course. We all know Danny DeVito is destined to play Wolverine, Chad. Anyone who says otherwise is banned from the stream. But other than Danny DeVito, I'd say Travis Fimmel from Vikings, I think would be a really cool Wolverine. I could see him definitely pulling it off. Other characters, I'd have to think about it. I really need time to think who could play Scott or Jean or Nightcrawler, Kurt, Pink. I have to think about those. But those are like the top of my head, those three. Giancarlo Esposito as Charles. Denzel Washington as Magneto. Travis Fimmel as Wolverine, as Logan. Yeah, that's how I would kind of do it. Del Luna Juicy. I lost it when I heard they were funny again, Dark Fate. I know, again. I love it. There's a great moment when Magneto's just like, here we go. Another fucking speech. That was funny. That made me laugh. I bought some steelbooks yesterday for Begins, Dark Knight, Joker, and Apocalypse Now. Very good, very good. Oh, what was that? Color Me Hazel. What was that pin I said that I put in briefly? What was the pin I said? Did I answer that question in my DC discussion? Color Me, are you still, Color Me Hazel? Are you still here? Color Me Hazel, answer me! Are you still here? I want a scary movie. Let's go, scary movie, cool. Yeah, I would like different variations of the like Joker-esque films in that world. That'd be kind of cool. What was the thing you asked me, Color Me Hazel, that I said I put a pin in? I just remembered it now. I said I put a pin in it. I put a pin in it, and we're going to unpin it in a bit. And I forgot. What was the pin again? It was something you asked before. I'm here. It's answer me. You asked me something. I forgot what it is. Oh, yeah. There was a Dr. March movie from Fox being made by the director of Leech. That's right. Noah Hawley. I don't remember if I answered it or not. Do I like Fassbender as Magneto? Yeah. I just don't think the material always served him well. Yeah. Which villain would you like to have? No, that's the one. Thank you, Carmen Hazel. Oh, no, I don't have any idea. I would really like to see, I've said this before, but I really like to see a standalone movie of Penguin, of Oswald Cobblepot, Chad. And the graphic novel I would adapt is a book called Penguin, Pain, and Prejudice. It's really cool. It's like a 5-issue series where it's kind of tells a new origin of Penguin, but the whole crux of it is him getting in a relationship with someone. And this person he basically falls in love with is this blind woman who doesn't know what he looks like. This is very much the, disgusting looking, not that he's a mutant, but he's not handsome. And he falls in love with this blind woman, and it's a weird relationship where he doesn't let her touch him because some people who see him think he's so handsome, they just want him for his looks and his money. And he likes a relationship how it is with her, and he treats her so well, and even then when he buys things for her, she's like, "You didn't need to do this. I just want you for you," and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm falling in love with this woman." And it's really it's kind of like a very dark romance story with also him trying to run his criminal empire and kill Batman, and situation sadly goes south where Batman's coming to stop him because Penguin's being an asshole of what he's doing. And also, it layers in some other really kind of things that he's done. Like, he really cares for his mother. He takes care of his mother, Chad, until she passes away. There's a great scene where his mother has this caretaker, and she did such a great job. And Oswald's like, "Hey, listen, you ever need anything, you have a plan. My plan, I got a private plane, take you anywhere you ever want in the world." And the caretaker is just like, "Mr. Cobblepot, I just loved your mother. She was a great woman. I enjoy taking care of you. Thank you, but you don't need to do this. Just thank you." And he's just like, "Oh, wow." It was like these really just nice moments. Nothing bad happens to the caretaker. I'll tell you that right now. She's fine. It's like really cool. And the whole story ends with Batman coming for Penguin. And at one point, the blind woman he's been seeing, they're running away together because Batman's coming for them. And how it ends is like him hiding in his closet or something. And she accidentally touches him, falls on top of him. And she touches his face and feels him. And he freaks out because he's like, she's going to know I'm ugly and I'm disgusting or whatever. And he stabs her, chat. His umbrella or a screwdriver, something he finds in there. Like, this is like, he feels such shame. And she doesn't know what happened. She just feels like she fell on something. And like her last words are like, "Oh my God, you are handsome." And then she dies. And he's just like, "What?" And then Batman opens the closet, and he sees Penguin just holding her and just looking completely just dead. I think that would be a really cool adaptation to do. It'd be very dark. It would be very dark. But if you want to do something on Joker level, that's the one to do, in my opinion. So that to answer your question, I would do an adaptation, Color Me Hazel, of Penguin, Pain, and Prejudice. Scarecrow would be really cool. I think Scarecrow would be an excellent one. Yeah, that's number one. That is definitely number one. I think you could definitely do a Penguin, Pain, and Prejudice adaptation, and it could be really, really cool. Yeah. Scarecrow for you, Color Me Hazel. Scarecrow's a great choice. Yeah. I would like that. There's our Juicy, write it. I need it. That's what we might see. Cool. No, thank you, Del Luna. I'm not familiar with the short story. You should check it out, Carmi Hazel. It's a standalone thing. It's totally standalone, not connected to anything. It's just kind of a one-off spin-off film or book, but it's really cool. It's very sad. I guess I kind of spoiled it for people, but there's more to it. I recommend reading it. But yeah, to answer your question, thank you. It's a very good question. Then there's so many other ones too. I think a Lobo movie could be kind of cool, making like an anti-hero film. Galactic bounty hunter going around the galaxy catching all these criminals, ends up being the hero. Kind of Deadpool in nature. I think that'd be kind of nice to see a Lobo movie. I mean, during Black Adam, Black Adam has kind of always towed the line between hero and villain. They're doing that in DC with The Rock. It's a good choice. Very good choice. Swamp Thing. Oh, amazing. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. I get Swamp Thing would be good. And he's kind of, he's kind of ambivalent to certain things. Swamp Thing would be great. More if you go in more in the anti-hero realm, like I would love a John Constantine Hellblazer. That wouldn't be rated R though. That would have to be rated R. That'd be the rated R one. That would be really cool. That'd be cool. Brightburn head now. Brightburn, have a good night. I hope you like the answers to my questions, to your questions. Thank you so much again, and have a great night, Juicy Gangsta. Have you seen the actor in Gotham for Penguin actor? It was amazing of the TV show. Yes, I liked him actually. He did a good job. He was a little too exaggerated at times, but he did a good job. He was one of the bright spots of that show. Midnight Smoker, any unused Batman villains you like to see? Personally, I'd like to see the ventriloquist used. Yes, ventriloquist, Mad Hatter. I want to see Mad Hatter. Hugo Strange. I want to see Hugo Strange. Those would be my top. Mad Hatter would just be creepy because that would turn to him just kidnapping little girls and thinking they're Alice. I would love to set up Mad Hatter and I think that would probably be my choice for the second Batman movie would be Mad Hatter. Just for me. I think that'd be neat. With how the right directors, actors are doing superhero movies, I can't wait until they start doing, chat. I can create stories and characters. So it'll still make them interesting. At least of the Marvel movies. No, I agree with you, Pat. Marvel's finally at a point where they can do weird stuff now, and I love that. I love they embrace that. That's good. They've established all the stalwarts, and now they can get weird. That's what DC should be at now, but they fucked up. So I agree with you. The Diddler. Yeah, it goes from the Riddler to the Diddler. But yeah, that excellent question, Call Me Hazel. Now we get to Call Me Hazel's questions. Call Me Hazel. I get to answer your Condiment King, yes. I got Carmi Hazel's question here. These will be the last questions of the night, chat. Now you have the final questions, chat. Carmi Hazel, you have it. You have the high ground. I must answer you now. Here we go. Do you have the Hamilton book that Lin-Manuel Miranda had published? Do you like it because it goes into depth about the thought process for each song? You may also learn something about all the hip-hop references and inspiration you use. I do not. Honestly, chat, one of my favorite movies this year, even though I know it was recorded from footage back in, 2016 when he was still doing the show, Hamilton, what was that? It was the one that was posted to Disney+. And, no, I absolutely love it, chat. That's the one because I listened to songs beforehand, of course, or some of them at least, but that's when I saw the full Broadway show in its full context. And, I absolutely adored it. Absolutely adored it. And, the thing is, like I said, I've been ignorant when it comes to music. I freely admit that. It's something I want to improve upon later on. It's just hard when you're trying to do all these other things and with the movies and the reviews and the games and everything. So, like a book like that, that'd be really interesting to have and to definitely read. If I had more free time, if I'm ever in a place where I'm more comfortable, that's definitely something I want to pursue and cure my ignorance of is of music and to truly appreciate it in its many genres. And I love, as you guys know, I love Broadway stuff. I love singing the songs, as you know. I've done a number of the songs here on stream. Now, some of the variations on Hamilton. So, yeah, something like that's always cool. Always like to try new things. Thank you for the minis. Why the fuck didn't nobody get to send him at least a couple albums for Christmas? That's fine. Oh, heading out, show. Have a good night, guys. I'm done. I can't type Happy New Year to all. No, show. It's okay. Have a great evening. But I would love something like that. That'd be really cool. Just because hip hop is a genre of music I'm very ignorant to. When Corey was talking about MF Doom, I wish I could have contributed more, but I didn't because I just don't know much about the guy except like the music videos. That use his songs were really cool. But no, that's a great question. Like I want to be more knowledgeable about music. It's always been a weak point of mine, something I want to eventually cure. I listen to music, but I'm not knowledgeable in it. But it's a good question. That'd be something that'd be really cool to know. I like Lin-Manuel Miranda is an excellent talent. I love his music in Moana. I love all those songs. He did such a great job. And he's doing that other what's that other the one that got delayed, chat. The one not on the block. What's it called? The send me the address. Yay! I will do it. Call me Hazel. I'll send the message to you. If not tonight, then sometime tomorrow I will. Thank you. That's so kind of you. In the Heights, I'm excited for that one. Like he's a talent. He's an incredible talent, chat. I always like to look. What's his next project? This guy he has it all. Clearly, he has stage presence. He knows how to write. He's got comedic timing. He can sing like no one else. Amazing talent. No, thank you, Miss. That's very kind of you. I will send you that. Yeah, if not tonight, then tomorrow. Definitely. Thank you. What's your... Oh, this is Come Hazel's second question, Jeff. What is your biggest pet peeve? Mine is people using their phones while they are out with others. It annoys me more so. The person requesting to hang out is the one on their phone. I get that, especially when you're having the conversation, they're just looking at their phone. That's annoying. Phone related, I have a pet peeve where I see this all the time. Like, I don't get it. Where people have their phone, they have it on speaker in public. I see this. I've seen it. I haven't been out in a while. I mean, I go to my certain place, but I still see it even out there when I'm going to my grocery store or liquor store or going up to Austin or whatever, or maybe occasionally going to a bar or a restaurant. But people will have their phone out, have it on speaker in a public place. I don't want to hear your conversation. I don't want to hear your phone conversation, and I don't get it. What is that? I think that's even more rude than people even using their phone just in front of you. It's just like, okay, at least I can't fucking hear. That's fine. Wait until they're done. But I've seen it so many times, and I just don't. What is that mindset? You think, oh, fuck what everyone else is and what they're keeping private and they're keeping quiet. But no, I want you to hear my conversation with this person on the other phone. It's always so fucking loud and ear piercing. It's ridiculous. The conversation about, I don't even want to hear about the sex. I want to hear about nothing. I don't care about it. I don't care what the conversation is about. It could be anything in the world, and I just don't give a shit. It could be the biggest reveals and secrets. It's like, I don't care. The way that it's being just voiced at the moment is so annoying and so disrespectful. Just shut the fuck up. Text or call them or just do this. Just fucking talk like this like a normal person. That's fine. Why do you have to put it on speakerphone in public? It's so annoying. Jaybird, have a fantastic evening. Thank you for stopping on the stream. Hate that. Major pet peeve. Major pet peeve. I have several pet peeves. Another pet peeve. I mean, I haven't had to experience it in a while, chat, because, pandemic. But people, similar. Dude, a lot of things phone related, Come Hayes. We got that in common. It is people using their phones in a movie theater. Annoying as fuck. Turn off your goddamn phone. You're watching a goddamn movie. Talking movie. Shut the fuck up. You're laughing. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. You're laughing. Everyone laughs in a movie. That's fine. Unless you're like really obnoxious or whatever. You don't understand comedy and just like, that's what ruined that. What was that great comedy with Andy Samberg? Better Stop. Was it Not Stopping Better? Oh, shit, what the fuck was it called, Chad? It's the one where he plays the musician who sold out. It's actually really funny, but I forgot what it was. But you will have some people who are laughing. And Popstar, Never Stop. Very funny movie. But honestly, an audience can ruin a comedy for you. And we had this one guy, Chad, who, I don't know, something was wrong with him. And, like, the joke would happen. Everyone would laugh. And then he would start laughing. Or, like, something was kind of funny. Go, I was like, what the hell? It was very weird. It's like the joke didn't click until it's like he was on a delay. He was on a delay, Chad. And I was like, all right, this is odd. So, like, yeah, like, that could ruin a movie. But, yeah, I mean, people laugh in the theater. That's fine. But, yeah, talking in the theater, I hate that. I hate texting in the theater. Don't fucking do it. I don't do it. I turn my phone off sometimes in the theater, chat. But back in the day, I would put on sound. Just put your phone away. You want to go, you watch movies at home, you can be on your phone all the goddamn time. Don't ruin my movie time. So, a lot of phone things related, honestly. Yeah. Did he have someone with? No, he was by himself. He did not have a caretaker. He did not. He was by himself. Thank you, Chris Ayers, for doing that. Appreciate that. But I'm trying to think about any other pet peeves. Any other pet peeves, chat? Those are the top ones. Those are the top of my head, I could say. I'm sure there are others. Carlo, have a fantastic evening. Thank you for stopping on the stream. Thank you for your support, Carlo. Hey, I am heading out because it's going to be the new year in my area. Happy New Year to Carlo. Thank you so much for stopping on the stream. Cheers and salute to you, my friend. No problem at all. Pacific time, right? I get it. Those are the big ones. A lot of phone related. So yeah, very much so. Speakerphone in public doesn't make any sense. Talking in the theater, don't talk in the theater. Don't text in the theater. Hate that shit. And most of them are phone related. Two out of three are phone related. So there you go. I probably have others, but I've been, isolated from society for a good portion, so I'm not thinking of them, but they're out there, chat. And screaming kids in theaters, but I blame the parents more than the children. In all honesty, you shouldn't bring your goddamn kids to these movie radar movies. You're taking your 5-year-old to a radar movie. They don't know what the hell's going on. It's terrifying for them. Panicking on everybody. Pat peeves, anyone who wear a mask but don't cover no. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, Aaron Penny. Yeah, I've seen that. All old people. Always old people. They're like, ah, and they're always wear like the nose exposed, or it's always hanging off their face, and they're like, they don't give a shit because they're gonna die. That's why it is shit, because they're old and they're gonna die, and they know that, and they're like, fuck it, who cares? I don't give a shit about you. Yeah, it's like boomers chat. That is good one. That's a very good one. That's a great one. Great one, Ariel Panda. I've seen that so many times. 10 more minutes for you guys on the Pacific Coast. Nice. After you saw, I saw the first Wonder Woman in theaters, and the guy next to me pulled out his phone and started reading Wonder Woman. It could be tough. Jeez. Wait a minute. I don't understand the reference. I have to double check to make sure they got this right. They got it wrong. Inaccurate. F score on the movie. I want to get a theater slurp up his empty sofa. Oh, I hate that. Just like if you get that low, just like if you need to suck the rest of it up, just let it melt. Just let it fuck the ice melt. Why you going? It's disgusting. No one wants to hear that. You're sucking. No one wants to hear you're sucking in the theater. Stop it. Young people, your pet peeve. Some young people can be annoying. I admit that some young people can be very annoying. They can be obnoxious, no doubt. Obnoxious people. Another pet peeve, chat. That's a big one. But good question. You got me mad. Got me mad thinking about that. Very good one. You made me realize there's other pet peeves. In the time of Corona, chat, dumb people. Oh, but very good one. Third question. If or whenever you decide to do a podcast, are you going to shorten the hours you spend streaming on Twitch? Or are you going to incorporate the podcast in your streaming? Well, this is kind of my podcast, I guess. This is video cast. Class in the Blast is very much that, where it's more discussion-based. It's more answering questions that you guys submit via Patreon. You ask me here. And so it's even, it's already, my streams are pretty personal to begin with, but these are very much like moment-to-moment interactions. That's what I want to be. Vanny, thank you. Again, text message is full, so many grammar issues. I can't tell what the I've got that all the time. I've lived to accept it. I just don't answer back. I don't even know what the hell you said, so I'm not answering back. So right there with you. But this is my podcast, video cast. I'm always doing on Twitch. I think it's just easier to do that. Like I like having, like I legitimately chat, I could go ahead and talk into this camera for 3+ hours. I can do that. You know, I don't mind that. I could have my talk points. I could have done the Justice League discussion. That's how it would have been. But I like the feedback aspect, you know, the moment-to-moment stuff, because it makes it more interesting for me. It also allows me to expand on certain things with your feedback and this discussions. And so I just kind of like that personally. And so this is kind of like my podcast, video cast. That's how I've always looked at it. That's what I wanted to do. And where it's just more, it's more free form, just having a lot of fun, pretty much. While Transformers, a friend had allowed laughing. I'd be told to shut up, my friend. I kind of felt bad because I've seen this guy around town. He's a bit mental challenged, so you couldn't help. Yeah, sometimes that's the case. Sometimes you have people like that. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, but no, I've always looked at this as being my my podcast video cast. But no, thank you for asking, though. Typically, a lot of my content is live, you know. It will always be on Twitch. You know. I mean, I'll do recorded content, but that'll mostly be posted to Patreon, or maybe there'll be reactionary content to YouTube, or stuff I've done on Twitch will then be posted to YouTube. But anything could change. But for right now, all my podcast-esque things will be here. So, thank you for, just asking in general. This is Cody Hazel's fourth question. You stream for long hours on stream, maybe an average of 5 to 6 hours per stream. Even longer now, actually. I'm up to like 7 to 8, but for tonight, probably be like almost 4. Have you considered using blue light blocking glasses? I'm asking because I'm concerned about the strain you're putting on your eyes. So that is true. If you stare at a screen all day, you could strain your eyes and cause eye damage. That's a very good point. I don't wear glasses. I'm nearsighted, and when you're I'm only nearsighted in one of my eyes, chat. Like my left eye is 20/20 vision. It's fine. It's great. My right eye I have worse vision in, and I have trouble seeing things. I have trouble seeing things far away with my right eye. No, it's not as bad, but it's like I couldn't It'd be hard for me to see a sign. Like, nope, no, the squiggles. I see squiggles. Like, here I can read everything with my one eye. That this is fine. But that is a good point. I know a lot of streamers have suffered from eye strain. I remember it's random, but I'm just bringing it up, chat. I used to follow Achievement Hunter a lot back in the day. And one of the people on there, Michael Jones, did Rage Quit and all that. Very, very funny guy. he suffered from serious eye strain to the point where he's like, I can't see anything anymore. Where he literally has to be like up close to the screen to see anything. When he's playing games, he has to wear glasses all the time now, and it's because of both his gaming habits back when he was young, and also when he worked for Achievement Hunter. And so yeah, that is it's a good. It's something that I'll be honest with you, I hadn't considered, but it might be a problem later on for me in life. But that's it. The blue light blocking glasses might be something to look into. I know that there are screens you can get to not make it as bright. Like you put it on the screens. I know I can buy those in the future. But it's a good thing to bring up, because I don't want. I mean, I need my eyes to do it. I mean, I guess for a part of what I do, I would need my eyes. So yeah, laser. I don't want to do laser eyes. That shit scares me. I saw Final Destination 5, whatever the fuck it was. I'm like, nope. And I heard other people who got messed up laser eye surgery. It got even worse. I'm like, fuck that. I ain't doing that. No, I need my eyes. I know people need their eyes, but I know. But I'm just saying, like, if my eyesight gets worse, it's like, well, I can still do other things with this if I didn't have my eyes. But yeah, I get what you're saying. You don't need your eyes. It's fine. Your glasses, you look smart. I will. I think I actually have glasses. Hold on. Let me see if I have my glasses, chat. I actually own glasses. I did it because of my nearsightedness. Let me see if I can find them. Hold on. It's like, yeah, wear them when you're driving or whatever. I probably should wear them. Because honestly, but my eye, I see fine. But these are glasses I was prescribed in undergrad and college. So let's see how they look. So I have these right now. I think I have to get these done again. It's not too bad. But these are my my prescribed glasses. One lead's thick as. Oh, is it really? Is it for my right eye? Is it all fucked up? What have you done, brother? I know it's like Clark Kent. I'm like Clark Kent. Do I look like this is weird? Do I look like Igor? There it is, yeah. Clark Kent. Reporter for the Metropolis Globe chat. Chris Herman, juicy underneath. Thank you so much. The 250 biddies. Time to prep them champagne glasses. Happy New Year from the West Coast. Have a glorious evening. It was a joy hanging out with you all for the debt. Thank you for the massive amount of support. Thank you for all the gifts. You've been so kind, sir. To all the West Coast people here right now, Happy New Year to a very healthy, safe, and just generally better year in the future for 2021. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you to Chicken Wing. Thank you for all my West Coast people. Cheers and salute to you. Thank you. Will you read us fanfic? Maybe I'll get the glass out when I read my fanfic. Yeah, Sonic fanfic chat. Where's Chris? This is Martin Puns. Everyone's juicing. This is weird. Yeah. Oh, Super Type Love Observer is so funny. I definitely need to catch up with classic. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I gotta post these to YouTube. I should have done that a while ago. That 2021 vision. Oh, the searcher wears off? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's crazy. Of course, we don't need eyes where we're going. Martin, thank you for the 100 biddies. Happy New Year, Martin Puns. Happy New Year. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Cheers. Are we going to let Chris get away with calling the Daily Plan? Oh, I'm sorry. I did the Metropolis. I don't know what the fuck I said. I couldn't think of it at the top of my head, Chad. I was like, all right, what was the name of the newspaper? What I call Metropolis Globe. That was kind of close. I knew there was an Earth. I knew Earth was in the part of the title. Happy New Year, Ro. Happy New Year. Yeah, chat. Yeah, I'll give you one more look-see. One more look-see, chat. It says one of the lenses is really thick. I didn't even notice that before. I guess it kind of is. Yeah. And my eyes misshapen, chat. Here it is. Here's report. Whoa, we getting hype. We getting hype, chat. Happy New Year, guys. Kind of looks weird. I don't like it, chat. I just don't like it. I feel like I'm not going to mess up my eyes wearing these. There you go, chat. Thank you for getting hype with me, and thank you. That's hot. Anything on today's Happy New Year, Rev Nights. I celebrate the New Year as only a Manderville man can. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Oh, thank you, chat. Thank you for getting hype with me. Wow. Wee-wa, chat. That's 2 hype trains. 2 hype trains, Dark Side, 2 hype trains. But no, that's, yeah, just answer. I've thought about that, and I know that my vision is not as good in my right eye as it is. Oh, my God! As in my left eye, chat. Della Luna, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Mr. King Piccolo, Suit Toot, Swift, Ruina, the Gonzo and Humans got slow. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. You are now the proudest of Fighting Humans along with ad-free viewing. Thank you so much, Dylan Luna. Hope you've been enjoying the stream. Hope you've been having a great time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you coming here with the 300 biddies. Thank you so much. I gotta do songs to end the evening too, chat. I gotta do some swans. Would be him. Thank you. I see you cast as Daredevil. Hell yeah, man. I'll do it. I'll do it, chat. The Swans. I have one more question from Call Me Hazel, so we'll answer that, chat, after we get to this incredible hype train. Wowa weewa. Now, end the night by serenading you. By serenading you with my lovely, lovely voice. So beautiful. So beautiful. Yes, indeed. Happy New Year, everyone. Woo! C-Man, there's the everybody's coming in. Thank you, C-Man. Oh, very kind, chat. Very kind. Well, while we're in the middle of this hype train, I will go ahead and answer, Kimberly, thank you for the 5 pennies. You and glasses are everything. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. That's very kind of you to say. That's very kind of you to say. I'm blushing. You got me blushing. I'm glad you like them. Happy New Year. I got to get, you know what, chat? In this time of hypeness, in this time of joy, I got to raise another toast to you, chat. I got to get the more alcohol, so please bear with me, chat. I get my third drink. I'm going to get my third drink right here. Come back. Got to answer Call Me Hazel's question, or last question, chat. It's related to tomorrow, so I might expand upon your question tomorrow, Call Me Hazel. So I might put a pin in some of it, but I can answer a little bit of it. I can answer a little bit of it. But I'll be right back, chat. I'll be right back. Stick around. Think about it, hero. Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year, Chair. Yeah, absolutely. Give it up to Chair, chat. Chair will live on. He'll be immortal, chat. He will be immortalized as an emote eventually. But I might have my new chair tomorrow, chat. Cheers and salute to Chair. Can we raise one to Chair, chat? And this Happy New Year. Thank you guys for being awesome. 2 hype trains tonight. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, chat. Cheers and salute to you. Very, very kind. I'm actually sad for Chair. Happy almost New Year. Oh, that's right. You're in Hawaiian time, Carmen Hazel. So what time is it for you right now? I'm curious. What time is it for you right now? I'm sorry I don't know Hawaiian time at the top of my head. Because you're like right in the Pacific. You're right in the Pacific. Right in the middle of the Pacific. Same man, 100 biddies. Martin Puns, thank you for the 5 biddies. Very, very kind. Thank you so much, Martin Puns. Thank you so much, C-Man, for the generosity. Cheers to Chair, indeed. I'm curious, what time is it for you in Hawaii? Yeah. Actually, don't know. I love to learn. It's 2 a.m. for us here in Central Standard Time. Only 10 for you. Okay, well, it's only 2 hours away. That's not too bad. So by the time it hits 4, it'll be a year, new year. Very cool. Very cool. Steven! Praise be Juicy Herman, bringing the juice and the hentai. Thank you. Wish you a good year, Juicy. I'm currently drunk as fuck with family right now, but wish you the best. Steven, enjoy yourself. Enjoy the good drink. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends, my friend. Happy. Thank you for stopping by, bringing the juice and the hentai. Always appreciate that, my friend. Cheers and salute to you. Have a happy new year to yourself as well. Thank you for the generosity. Thank you for the support. Very nice. Thank you, Chad, for this hype. It's very, very kind. You said hentai. I did say hentai. Yep. You brought the hentai. Tentacles. Oh, that's a thing. That's a thing. Cheers. Absolutely cheers to you all. Chat, please do check out Vanny's streams. Vanispheres, you see him in the chat right there. He's a variety streamer, does the cooking streams, does the RPGs, playing Kingdom Hearts, chat. There's a variety. Take a look at him. Give him a follow, give him a subscription if possible. Good guy. Played Left 4 Dead. Been playing Left 4 Dead with Vanny recently. Check him out. Darkslayer, I'm going to relax before hitting the hay. Good night and happy New Year, Darkslayer. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Appreciate you. Sleep well. Chat, we shall now get to the last question, Carmen Hayes, and I'll do some songs. I know it's getting late. I know it's 2 a.m. For us Central Time, maybe even later people in the East Coast right now, chat. But this is the final question, Carmen Hazel, and I will expand upon this question tomorrow. So if I don't answer all of it, it'll be expanded on tomorrow. But we're going to read it nonetheless. This is mostly regarding the podcast, but what could it be for a multiplayer shenanigans? You have mentioned that you would want to incorporate Discord and have some members of the Juicy Gang come on and speak. Considering the past incidents on Discord and the Juicy policies you have implemented regarding multiplayer shenanigans, how are you going to decide who gets to go on to speak and who does not? By the way, if you're going to do a podcast, please name it Juicy Rants. That might be a separate series. So Juicy Rants will be like a separate series. Juicy Rants will be a separate series. I like that. With the squish juice box as your logo, I like that very much. If you don't like it or decide not to use it, then you don't have to. I like it. No, I think it's perfect. Juicy Gain. And he ends it with Juicy Gain, Juicy Gain, Juicy Gain. Juicy Gain indeed. Come, Hazel. Excellent question. Very, very good question. Now, the Juicy Rants, now that we talked about before, that would be separate. The Juicy Rants would be like, maybe I do like those would be like pre-record. That would be fun. Like that, what grinds my gears? That could be fun. I could expand upon certain things I talk about here. That would be a really good idea. I really like that a lot. Very good idea. I like that. In regards to your first question, chat. So, for the multiplayer shenanigans, we talked about it before, laying down these juicy rules in regards to who can come on, who can speak. I've trusted my mods to come on to speak, my Discord mods chat. You know who these people are. What I want to do is I want to slowly have people come on and speak eventually, chat. I'm going to talk about this more tomorrow and the types of games I will play. I can kind of go into some details now. I want to play a lot of multiplayer games that I know I can play with a lot of people here, with you guys in the chat. One of those things I'm going to do consistently, chat, probably several times a week, is Jackbox games, chat. This will be part of my new strategy I'm going to be implementing. We're going to be doing a lot of Jackbox gaming in the future, chat, so multiplayer shenanigans where you can all participate. A lot of you can all participate in that. And I think that'd be really fun to do. And I know that, either we can have some people on mic. We don't need to have anybody on mic. It'd just be me. And, we'll go on we'll take that on, see how that evolves over time. That could be a lot of fun. That's when I know that you can all participate in. I think it'd be a good time. Now, in regards to kind of the gist of the main question, and some other types of games that are like that, in that same vein, Chad, in that same Jackbox vein, where a lot of people can't participate and feel a part of it. Feel a part of the content. Because I want to do that. I want to create like that kind of environment, Chad. Thank you, Dark Slayer, for the 5 biddies. Jackbox Beer. Thank you, Dark Slayer. No, I have it. I own it. They have all the variations of those games. Why? It's like, why shouldn't I do that? It's like, it needs to be done. I think you guys will get a kick out of it. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. What I want to do, I want to institute a policy where I would like to have people come on mic again, but I want to do it slowly and carefully. And I've talked about this briefly, where if I have certain people on, I want to talk to them first about it. I'm going to be posting certain rules in the Discord, on this channel, chat, and just expand upon them. And like, these are what we're going to do. I've gone over them before about like certain language is going to be used. Like, you can't use certain language, of course. I don't want this kind of aggressive behavior. Chat, I don't give a shit if we win or we lose or whatever. It doesn't matter. That is never at the forefront of my mind. We're just here to have fun, whether we get our asses kicked or not. Get my ass kicked, doesn't matter. We're here to have fun. I don't want people to be shamed for their level of skill of the game, because it doesn't matter. I just want people to come in here and feel like they're having a good time. I don't want any shaming or any yelling. We have good ribbing, good nature ribbing and stuff. That's fine, chat, but I never want people to feel uncomfortable. That's the thing that really bothered me. I felt like with the Among Us stuff, I talked about this before, the Among Us stuff, I saw that and it really made me mad. It made me mad because I saw that and it was right in front of my face, and I should have dealt with it earlier. But I dealt with it at that time, and that's why I just want to take this slow. And these rules need to be established. And certain people, they need, not to like just target certain people, but people just need to hear. If they want to come on, I got to talk to you first. It's like, hey, this is how it has to be. And these are the rules you got to follow. So we all create. I don't want to create like a boys club mentality. Because I was even seeing that going on. I was like, I don't want that. I want anyone, whatever your gender may be, whatever your race, ethnicity, cultural background, sexual orientation, whatever you might be, I want you to feel welcome here and safe here. I know that there's going to be times some people are going to rub people. Some people are going to rub each other the wrong way. That's just inevitable. I know. I can't control that. But when you're here, you don't bring that in here. You don't bring that in here. You just don't interact with that person. This is how it has to be. Outside of that, I can't control that. That's on you, and that's on that other person. That's how it is. But when you're here, I want to create that environment where everyone's welcome. And that's why I just know it'll take time to mold that together, to craft it to where I want it to be. And it's not going to be perfect. It's probably going to be sloppy at first, like all things are when you're trying to work on something. I talked about this with my mods. They know what I've been talking about. And so it's going to be a slow process, but I figure a good first step is to involve the community where you're not always on mic, but eventually get more people on mic, and so they feel comfortable and they don't feel intimidated. But that's something I actively want to work on. Yeah. Too tall, yeah, agreed. Among Us fun, I clearly understand. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I mean, I want to eventually get back to Among Us chat. I'm not going to play it for a while. That's just the way it has to be, sadly. Maybe someday we'll get back to it, but for right now, I just can't do it. I can't do it because I got to work on these other things first because they're more important. They're more important than Among Us and the multiplayer shenanigans in that regard. So I want to work on certain games that I know I can involve the community. Everyone feels like they're having a good time, having fun. And we'll slowly have people come on, and where I start to get a good rhythm for, and people start to understand the policies, and they look at how everyone acts, then I'll feel more comfortable having more people on mic. And so that's kind of what I want to do, chat. And I'll expand upon this more tomorrow, the types of games I'll be doing, the types of series I want to establish, and I'm going to have like a cool schedule you guys can follow. So it's like, hey, today is Jackbox Day, or these several days are Jackbox days. These other days are this game, this multiplayer game, like all that. That's what I want to do. That's all. But thank you, Vanny. No, thank you, Chris Harris. I appreciate that. So I hope that answers your question, Color. Again, I'll expand on it tomorrow, give more detail. I want to make this available for people on my various platforms, Patreon, whether it be on YouTube or YouTube's gonna be hard to control, but like especially on Discord and Twitch. Discord and Twitch and Patreon are the ones I know I have more control over, more of a grasp over. YouTube's the Wild West, I know that. Hard to control that comment section. People do start posting, but that's what I want to do. So I hope that sounds good. But no, it's an excellent question to ask, and it's a very important one to ask, and it's one that has been on the forefront of my mind for quite some time. So thank you again for asking it. Cheers, salute. Excellent. That's actually a great question to end on, honestly, chat. That's a great question to end on, and how it's kind of like a fresh start for 2021 and things I want to do. So Carmi Hazel, thank you again for your amazing support. Thank you for asking some very good questions. May the wings of the never as a feather, you shake the billows of heaven as we speak. Cheers and salute to you. Thank you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone. J. Drag, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. My color's in here. Color me Hazel. Color me Hazel. I know I go back and forth. Color me Hazel. Cheers and salute to you. Yeah. Now, chat. I will end this stream. I believe that's all the questions I have. If I have other ones, I will get to them next week because I am obligated, of course. I'll get to them next class in the glass cast because it's late.